Like this. Hit it.
The Roger Report live morning show. Weekdays at 9 a.m.
Say y'all, I was on Roger's panel a few times and I couldn't take it. The heat. I got out the kitchen. It was hot. I was sweating. I had to get out.
He's Roger, and he's right.
Check this out.
We can live or die. You choose. I have spoken to you a lot of times in hatred and anger, and you have not heard me. Well, you had better hear me today. If you won't listen to me when I make an appeal for the Negroes because you have no concern for the Negroes, listen to me when I make an appeal for America. You claim you love America. Well, we love America. But you are driving us back and you are making a Samson out of us, and we are going to pull down the pillar. And then you think we have no right to ask for something? Is it too much to ask you to grant us human dignity? Should we be put down and shot to death for this request? If so, you can aim your guns. What the hell do you think we care about dying if you're going to deny us the right to live?
Good morning, folks, and welcome to another edition of the Roger Report Live, the best show on social media. If you are new to the channel, go ahead and take a moment out to hit that like button, because this is where you're going to find the best content on social media, and you don't have to worry about it because you're going to have me right here to make sure that happens. And if you've already been coming to the channel for a while, then go ahead and hit that like button, because you already know what time it is, and you know that this is where you're going to get the best content on social media. It's not a mystery to you. At this point, you've seen other people do it. You've even seen some people do it well. But what you have not seen is anyone do it quite the way I do it. So make sure you hit that like button. And everyone, yes, everyone, take a moment out to share the content. There are so many people who need to get great content like this, and it's just a small thing you can do to help the world be a better place. And isn't that what we want at the end of the day? Don't we want the world to be a better place? Of course we do. So share the content now. Share it through your social media. Share it through word of mouth, or even text someone's phone, but do what you got to do and help spread the word. All right, folks, today we are here to deal with a very interesting episode, y'all. I'm going to say it's a terrible, well, before, I don't even know how to come at this one. We're dealing with a song for my lady, y'all. A song for my lady. I'm ready to rip into this one, but let me hold fast. Let me say, before we get into this, shout out to all the people who give me views on a regular basis that create the fam around here, because I definitely appreciate each and every one of y'all who do that. Shout out to the people who leave comments after the stream, because y'all are definitely helping with that algorithm and helping grow the channel. Appreciate you big time. Shout out to the people who hype me up every chance they get. And I'm saying, hey, make sure you leave me at least once a week. I know you can only do so much, but at least once a week. You need to hype your brother up, okay? Hype up your brother, man. You got to see me as the brother man, not the other man. Say that hype for me, okay? And shout out to the people who hit that like button. One of the main things to keep things going the way they need to go. Appreciate each and every one of y'all. And shout out to the people who step up above and beyond the call of duty, you know, because no one has to do it, but you do it. And I appreciate it big time. I appreciate it big time. And I got to give a special shout out to the sponsor of today's stream. And I'm doing this because I did not see it yesterday The one, the only, the elder himself, y'all. He dropped a little something in the bucket yesterday for a brother, and I appreciate it. I didn't see it yesterday, so I do apologize that I didn't see it yesterday. But I'm gonna do a much better job about checking this stuff, y'all. I'm making sure I'm checking it on a regular basis. I know I was having some trouble the last couple of days with I got a phone that the cash apps are going to. I was having some trouble. Hopefully that's gonna be cleared up and we can make it happen the way it needs to happen. But shout out to Black Uru Strikes who dropped 50 on it yesterday, and it's bad that you don't see 50, but it's nice that you see 50 the next day. I do apologize, my brother, for I'm definitely giving you a shout out for it, but I do apologize it didn't come yesterday. But he dropped 50 on it, y'all. He dropped 50 on it. Shout out to Black Rule Strikes. Appreciate you, brother, big time. Appreciate you, big brother. And I'm gonna get it. Well, before we get started, let me give some shout outs to some of the first people who check in this morning. Because it's always great that when you start a show, you see a few people ready to rock and roll with you. And y'all know how it goes. There can only be one. So shout out to the Highlander of today's stream. My main man, I'm listening, has done it again. Shout out to you, brother. Shout out to you. He is in the building. Great to see you. We got the Great Black Reset in the house. Great to have you, brother. Great to have you. Bronk is in the building. What's good, my brother? What's good? Tunnel Runner is in the house. Shout out to you, my brother. Shout out to you. We got a Bucket at the cool table this morning. Glad to have you. Afro Merchant sitting beside him at the cool table. Good to have you, brother. Good to have you. Nice sometimes is checking in. What's good? What's good? What's good? Santana, what's happening, my brother? Great to see you. Shout out to you. Came through yesterday. Big return for Santana. Shout out to you, brother. Micah Watson is in the house. Great to see you. Great to see you. And appreciate you saying that, Afro Merch. Appreciate you saying that, y'all. Well, we about to get into one today, y'all. Now, I'm going to look at this, but I'm going to be one side, okay? And I'm inviting folks, when you come speak your piece about what you want with this one, y'all. This is sad if you ask me. I got to do this at this time. And looking at the people doing it, the person that's involved. Look, y'all, there's some judge TVs out there, court TV judges and whatnot. Don't get it twisted. I'm glad that we have court shows so we can learn a little bit how court really supposed to go. Okay? I'm glad. They are great learning tools sometimes. Do I sit around and watch court TV all day? No, I do not. But I will peek my head in here and there when these videos come out. It's to me, it's like I said, a great tool to learn how things are supposed to go. But sometimes they do you so wrong. They do you so wrong. And I don't know what y'all saw, but I'm gonna tell you what I saw. I saw a black man get taken out back to the woodshed, as they used to say. I saw the man taken out back to the woodshed, and I saw that man get clobbered. Okay, that's what I saw. They beat the brakes off this man. Okay, the court system beat the brakes off this. And you know what? Am I surprised when I see a black man getting dirty in the courtroom? No, I'm not surprised. I know this type of stuff happened. Heck, I've been through it myself personally. That the courtroom did me wrong. The courtroom did me wrong. Okay, I've been through it personally. Why they got to treat this dude like a nigga on TV the way he did it though? And I'm a little salty based on the person who I saw treat him like a nigga. I thought I don't know the judge's name. Y'all got to give it to me, okay? I say a name because she already famous, but I don't know what her name is right off the top of my head. I thought she was a decent person. Okay, I ain't said I seen everything she did. I just thought she did decent things. I thought she did stuff based on the law. I thought, I thought she was a decent one. That's all I'm saying. Man. I really thought she was good. And I'm gonna say, hey, I could be wrong, y'all. I could be wrong. But why they do them like that? I could be wrong, but why they do them like that? Now, let's keep it real. Let's keep it real, y'all. a woman had an interesting case, you know, but a woman created an interesting circumstance. And as I listened to them, what did I hear? I hear you got a man who's being faithful to his woman. He's definitely in a position where I'm gonna say some extra tail is on the table. Okay, I'm gonna say that some extra tail is on the table. When you are a producer and you have a studio, and y'all, let's pay attention to what he was saying. He was a person that people went to with their stuff, so he can produce music for them, and do whatever he needs to do with the vocals and whatnot. So this gentleman is literally why people are showing up. When you show up to things like that, when you're one of these people, you get a lot of attention. And you know what else happens? Not only do you get a lot of attention, a lot of women will start to see you in some kind of way. It may not be people may say, well, it's not a merited way or whatever. Some people say it is a merited way. It don't make no difference. It does give you an edge. Okay, I'm gonna keep it real, y'all. I told you I used to rap back in the day. When you the guy getting recorded or you the guy handling stuff, as a producer, if you're actually making the music, or if people just see you as some kind of, it's like women see you in some type of boss fashion because you might be the person that's working the board. You might be the person at the studio that's working and you could be mixing whatever. Yeah, women get a little different. They get a little different. They see you some kind of way. And a lot of women will give you some to attach themselves to you. Not that you've made it, just in case you blow up. I'm going to tell y'all right now, women be doing some things just in case you blow up. So as I listen to the woman's story, and she talking about how she was this, and she described it, the way she made it seem, she was this wonderful girlfriend that was at her man's beck and call. Okay. All she wanted to do was make his life better. She didn't want to do nothing else. She just want to make his life better. I just crave time with my man. All right. Now, I ain't gonna say she a straight up lie, even though if y'all know me, y'all know that I know women be lying on such a regular basis, the lies don't even register to them no more. I ain't saying she different. But for purposes of the show, I ain't gonna just say she a liar. Maybe she was trying to be a good, wonderful, faithful woman. Maybe she really was trying to compromise. Maybe she was, okay? Maybe she was doing the best she can to make a good thing of what she saw as a bad situation. But they made it clear when she met the man, he was already doing what he doing. He already doing it. Okay. So I don't know what's confusing about dating some guy who kicking it at the studio and that's how he get money. Okay. Obviously, that's how he get money. He said it himself, these people time, these people money. That's how he get money. So if you got to go to the studio, and a lot of times you're gonna do that type of stuff at night. Okay. Now you can put 8 hours in, you can do a 5 to 1. Okay, maybe you go a little later. Maybe you do a 7 to 3. 7 at night to 3 in the morning. Okay. Maybe you do an 8 to 4. You go there at 8 o'clock at night. You get done about 4 in the morning. You make it good for the people trying to get their stuff done. Okay. But come on, man. Don't tell me just because he's working the late night shift that you got to be on different things. It's a lot of folks who work overnight, y'all. I've worked overnight before. Okay. So I'm gonna tell you right now, I ain't buying into none of the excuses she made. Not for 1 second. I wasn't buying into none of that. All right. I done worked overnight shifts, y'all. Okay. Not working for a studio, but I've definitely been in a studio at night. So I understand that happens sometimes. You know, you gotta accommodate folks sometimes. But if he works regularly, okay, I mean 8 at night to about 4 in the morning, you could do that regularly. All right. But this the deal. So the brother does exactly what he says he does. He is who he says he is. He produces the way he says he produces. Now he making money, and if y'all pay attention, she want to be with a famous producer. That's all this really is. She want to be with a famous producer. He might make it big someday. Okay, he might make it big someday. Looks like he got some traction going on, or as the young people would say, he got some motion right now. I don't know if I would have told the judge I done made $50,000 off this one particular track. He said it blew up in the first week. He made like 10, 20K in the first week. I might have left it right there. You know. But, you know, he talking to the judge. He doing the best he can. He's doing the best he can. Now, I saw a judge that I thought was about being fair, trying to be real, be respectable. Hey, man, I can't tell you I watch these folks all the time, but I saw some things. I thought she was a judge that would try to do a decent job. And maybe she does on a regular basis. And maybe she just got caught up wrong here. I'm going to say she definitely caught up wrong in my eyes. So, I mean, I definitely would, when people start coming up, I definitely want to hear, did you side with her? Did you side against her? Because now she got everybody looking bad, if you ask me. I'm going to tell you that. She got folks looking bad. Okay. Well, she got herself looking bad, if you ask me. Because as I listen to the story, I realize, I'm going to say this is different because I think this woman was being half honest. I'm going to give her that. I think she was being halfway honest. It's refreshing to see a woman tell the truth, but I like her to tell the truth on a regular basis, not tell a little piece of the truth and don't give up the rest. Now, they got a town. Everybody knows the ex-boyfriend's car. These tell me things about what the situation is and what it could be. People recognize the ex-boyfriend car. Okay, but what he said, I believe they said he had a Corvette. The man drives by her home, and he noticed the ex-Corvette at her crib. They didn't live together, so this is very easy to figure out. She at the crib, and her ex's Corvette is at the crib. Now, she said nothing happened. Okay, then she said they was kissing. Now, last time I checked, nothing happening don't include kissing. So we got a clear establishment of a lie right there. Now, for me, I got to acknowledge, because I want people to really understand, at least based on what we know, what he did. I'm going to say he definitely moved about it in the right way. He saw the ex car at the young lady's house. He was poised enough. Or y'all may say just because of position, but I'm going to say he did the right thing. He didn't run to her house. He didn't say nothing to her. He wasn't trying to argue with the guy. He saw the ex car in the parking lot, right? In her spot. So he already knew what else the ex was parking. So now, this is the thing, y'all. The ex is over there beating up the cheeks, right? It is what it is. She didn't admit that. but you already lied when you said nothing happened. Then she said all we did was kiss. Which means what? He was up there, he was up there getting them guts. Now, y'all, I've said this stuff beforehand, and I feel bad for y'all who ain't maybe hear all my content because I've lost channels, but I done told y'all this beforehand. One thing is it's easier to have sex with a woman the next time than it is to have sex with a woman the first time. So what was a lot of women do? Instead of cheating with a new guy, they cheat back with an old guy. And that's what she was doing. She called some dick that she already had before because she didn't want to go through the trouble of getting some new dick. So she called the dick that she already used to. Now, you mean to tell me she called the dick that she already know? She called a dick that was already comfortable at her home. And they didn't do nothing. First of all, how dumb you think I am? What he come over for? See, a lot of times people gonna look at her intentions and, oh, well, maybe it wasn't that bad. She seemed like she tell the truth or whatever. I don't believe a word she said, because what he come there for? Okay, this the ex, y'all. Now, I ain't never been to the ex crib and I was deep in them guts. Okay, it is what it is. Okay, there might be somebody who got some hope out there. I think it's better places to put hope. I'm gonna say it like that. I think there's better places to put hope. I ain't ever went back to the ex house and ain't nothing happened. It is what it is. I was all up in them guts. Okay. So why would he? Now, we don't know about this guy, but we know everybody know his car. I believe she said it was a Corvette, or he said it was a Corvette. So why he's well known for whatever reason. Now, you mean to tell me that the well-known guy coming back to the ex-girlfriend house and he ain't, you know what I'm saying, he ain't putting his pogo stick in something? That don't even make sense. So for me, I understand it's speculation, but I think it's within reason. So number one, the judge even believing that nonsense that she didn't do nothing but kiss, that was just clearly stupid in my book. That was way stupid. I don't even, okay, whatever, lady. Yeah, shout out to Apple Merchant. He know what she kissed. He said she just kissed the tip. Right, I can believe that one. I can believe it. I know the tip got kissed. I do know that. Okay, now I got a guest backstage. I'm gonna bring you up shortly. I just want you to know I see you, brother. I see you. All right, now this is the thing. She out here sucking her ex's dick. I happen to drive past and see the car. Now, see, I don't know. I ain't gonna tell y'all how to think about stuff, but I'll keep it real. If I'm in his position and I drive by and see that car outside, number one, I don't even know that that's the first time the car been there. We talking about your ex. You could have been giving it up to him the whole time that I'm with you. How am I supposed to know? Maybe I meet you and you were single at the time. Maybe you were single. I just said yesterday, y'all, a lot of these women, once they not single, they just not single. So if I give you the benefit of the doubt that I met you and you actually were single, how do I know that within the first month you went back with your ex? Because people know him. They know his car. Why people know him? Now, I ain't gonna say nothing, but I'm gonna just suggest this. I grew up. I remember when I was a kid. I remember certain cars with people that I didn't have an actual relationship with. Who drove those cars usually? Drug dealers. I'm not saying her ex was a drug dealer. I ain't saying that. All I'm saying is when you say people know his car, there's a reason people know his car. He didn't say, I recognize his car, because I've seen it so many times. No. People know his car. He said, I recognize his car. The girl down the street recognizes his car. The people across the street recognize his car. The people at the grocery store recognize his car. That's a known car in that area. Who them cars belong to? Now, somebody could say, well, you know, maybe it's just somebody famous. She a hairdresser, y'all. That's what she do, man. She do people hair, man. Come on, man. This ain't that tough to figure out. She do people hair. Okay? 9 times out of 10, it's just some drug dealer and people know that's what he do. I ain't saying 100% for sure that's what it is. But if it walk like a duck and it quack like a duck, it's probably a duck. And based on who she is, that's what makes sense. Okay? Based on who she is, I don't believe that's some very successful computer engineer that started his own company and he getting guap. I don't believe that's who he is based on her. No disrespect to the man involved, because I don't know who it is. You never know. You never actually know. So this ain't disrespect toward him. I'm basing this off her. Based off the fact she's just somebody who does hair. Yeah, this is just some random drug dealer 9 times out of 10. You know, let's be real about it. Now, the man did a song. The song obviously is getting some level of success. He uses a voicemail that she sent to him because, and I hope y'all really caught that, because he was smart enough that just seeing the car alone, he cut the relationship off and stopped talking to her. I hope y'all peeped that. If you ain't peeped nothing else, he saw the car and the relationship was done. And when people do certain things in a very disrespectful way, you do not owe them closure. And I'm going to say again, as a man, you shouldn't be seeking closure. He had enough information. It's her fault that she allowed a car that even looked like his to be in the driveway. That's on her. Well, I guess a parking lot 9 times out of 10. But that's on her. You don't let me see anything that looked like your ex-boyfriend car outside when I happen to drive past. You should have warned me that I don't know who it is, but it's some dude who got a car that look just like my ex car. It's old, man. You should have did something. Life ain't fair sometimes. It is what it is, man. Life is not fair sometimes. You should never let me see your ex-boyfriend car in the parking lot of the apartment. If it was a house, you don't let me see it in the driveway. You don't let me see that around your house. Point blank period. Okay? If you ain't got no stalking charges on here, I ain't trying to hit. What is stalking paperwork? Who you filed something with? So no, I don't buy that. Dude was in there banging it out. And I don't accept, me personally, I told y'all, if y'all put me in a position where I gotta assume, I deliberately start assuming things to be far worse than they probably even are. Okay, so I assume I just saw them this time. This is not the first time he been over there getting in them guts since I've been with her. As far as I know, after our first month, he was in the guts all the time. Okay, I don't do that because I think bad of myself. I do that because sometimes you got to get some level of finality going on with a particular chick. It's got to be bad enough for me to walk away. So at the end of the day, the way I have to use that assumption, oh no, soon as she got comfortable with me, she was sucking his dick again. That's what I got to do with that. Now, is there a chance that nothing happened? Well, she said she kissed him. I'm supposed to believe nothing happened after a kiss? What'd he kiss her for? He kissed her to get in them guts. That's what he kissed her for. But I'm going to say a whole lot more. But I'm chilling a little bit because I got 2 guests backstage. I'm about to bring them in, let them chime in on how they want to chime in on it. And then I'm going to really go for some. Okay? But, before I do my thing, we're going to turn it over to the honorable, the prestige, the Ivy Leaguer himself, Musty Nuts, attorney at law, is in the building. You have the floor, and right after you, we'll give it to the Eyes Habit. Go ahead, my brother.
Thank you, Brother Roger. Hope everything is doing well. Shout out to you. Shout out to people in the panel. Shout out to everyone except for Santana, and shout out to the brothers on the panel. So first I want to say a couple of things, and I know a lot of folks are not going to disagree with me. But the first thing I want to say, shout out to this brother because he had the foresight not to commit a bronc. And for those that don't know what bronc means bad decision. So instead of going to the house and saying what the F, you with my label, blah 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 blah, right? He decided not to commit a bronc and just drive off, right? And that's the best thing you can do, right? Good decisions make good results, right? By not doing that, he made $50,000 and maybe make more, right? He cut off all ties because that, and this fits perfectly because yesterday we talked about communicable diseases. He probably avoided one, right? Because you know what I mean? Because if it's the X, it is that nigga is not using a condom, right? He is raw dogging up in that. So, by not making bad situations, he put himself in a perfect position. Now, the problem is that the judge was on girl code, right? And so her ruling was a little bit biased. But to be fair, it still was just because at the end of the day, he did not have a consent. Or he did not have consent to use her voice for the recording. But kudos for him for trying because he did some diabolical slick shit by saying, "Oh, I have her consent," and just "Oh, really?" Then he pulled out a voice message that had absolutely nothing to do about that. Shout out to Rael. Must be for Rael because that shit is diabolical. So I think the ruling was fair, right? Unfortunately, I think maybe paying 15,000 is a lot, but he didn't have consent. And if it was any other major corporation that used our likeness in any matter without consent, we will want compensation for that. So at the end of the day, I think it was fair, but a little bit on the girl code. But I'll pass it. Yeah.
Okay, interesting. Well, we're giving it over to the eyes have it. Let's go, my brother. What you got on this one? Brother, you on mute if you don't know.
Oh, okay,
There
man.
we go.
Hey, man. Shout out to everybody listening. Shout out to the Asian over there, burning up Asia over there. Messing around with all the uncool chicks over there. Shout out to my brother for knocking them down over there. Um, Man, I had to watch this a couple of times. I had to watch it uh, uh, with the video on, and then I had to not look at it, man. The crazy eyes just was distracting me, man. What's going on with my brother, man? I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening, man. However, concerning the case, this I agree. This is girl code all the way, man. This is a sad state of affairs in civil court where, hey, man, she left me a message that she intended for me to have. Should I be able to listen to this message the way that I want to listen to this message? You know what I'm saying? This woman said that she canceled 3 months of her appointments because she became famous. Now she been begging this man for months. She been on her knees in and out the studio begging this man over and over because she want to be famous. He made her famous. I don't understand what the problem is. I really don't understand what the problem is. You know what I'm saying? Now, maybe he should have cut her into it. Maybe he should have, had her sign a little record deal or something like that. I think that's where he messed up. Producers, you got to learn how to sign these 360 deals. The Diddy contracts where don't nobody get nothing but you. That's neither here nor there. He didn't do all his due diligence, but he gave her what she wanted. She famous. She got with him because he's a music producer, and she wanted to be in the limelight. See, men do this too. We go to the club, meet a chick, fat ass, nice titties, and then all of a sudden we don't want her to go to the club no more. No, nigga, that's where you met her at. That's where she gonna be at. Same thing for this chick. That's where you. That's how you met him. This how he was getting money before you got there. Don't be trying to change what the man is doing now. But hey, man, the eyes have it, man. The eyes have it. I'm gonna land my plane.
Interesting, interesting. Now I'm gonna say I disagree a little bit with you, but I'm gonna hold on even while I disagree. And we got another guest that came up. I'm gonna let him speak first. Trifling Hoes is in the building, and I will say again, Trifling Hoes is in the building. That's real talk. Trifling Hoes, you got it, my brother. You got it.
Happy Monday, everybody.
Well, you know it's Tuesday,
happy
right?
Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Hey. All right. You know what else? Happy Tuesday, everybody.
No, I blame the hoes, man. I blame the hoes because we got some hoes. Well, I guess only one particular hoe in this one, but that we can point out 100% for sure. But the hoes is part of the program today. Go ahead, my brother. Go ahead.
Feeling.
Bro, you was 100% fine. Now we can't hear you. What did you do something?
Yeah, I'm over.
People need their money for that phone bill, man. Try to get in touch with him.
No, just give him a second. This is Trump's America. That nigga's Haitian. Probably running from ICE.
Am I good now?
Okay, we hear you now.
That's another case. So you gotta make them sign in. When I told y'all, y'all gotta sign in.
Yeah, I can't hear anything.
Now I see you breaking up again.
Yeah. All right. Never mind. I'll come back.
Okay. Well, come on back, brother. Come on back.
First, and then call. Get your reservation first.
All right, y'all. Now I'm gonna say, was girl code involved? Absolutely. If you're gonna deal with something like this, man, you got to come ready to fight, y'all. I think he possibly just thought stuff was gonna go in his favor because he was in the right. Y'all hear what I'm saying? I think he thought stuff would go into his favor because he was in the right. That's the way I see it. And he was not aggressive enough for if you ask me, he wasn't aggressive enough about what was actually going on. Because he had a good point. Your Honor, we are here because she was having sex with her ex-boyfriend. If she don't have sex with him, we not at this courtroom. Now I'm gonna disagree. Go ahead.
No, you go. You finish. I'm sorry.
No, I'm gonna say with Great Black Reset, I'm gonna go against what he said. He didn't make her famous. The only people who could even figure out that it might possibly be her was people in her close circle. So she was not made famous at all. Some people who knew that she already dealt with that man could just put two and two together that it's probably her. Well, you know what? We don't know that her saying any of that. We don't know if any of that's really true. She ain't bringing no witnesses with her. Ain't nobody even support that claim. It's a reasonable claim. I'll give her that. So maybe some people who really, really, really maybe 3 or 4 of her friends could figure out that was her. Because other folks ain't gonna even expect it to be her. It's just some song. You see what I'm saying? So I don't even really buy into that. Maybe 3 or 4 of your friends figured it out. Who cares if 3 or 4 of your closest friends figured it out? Because those were the same friends you was gonna tell what happened anyway. You was gonna tell them that, dude suddenly stopped talking to me. He suddenly stopped calling me. I don't know what's going on. And they was gonna say, but ain't you having sex with your ex anyway? And you was gonna say that was beside the point. So those people could figure out what the heck is going on. That's your 2 plus your 2, which gets to your 4, which to me ain't have any real importance at all. You was out here being a hoe and you got caught. Go ahead, brother.
Well,
Go ahead.
I will say this. When it comes to using her voice, he was in the wrong. He did not have consent. He did not have consent to use her voice. He at all. And he did not have consent to use that particular voice message and to use it to put on a song. And unfortunately, he did that in the moment. See, this is where he did make a Bronx move, right? By being in his emotion and using that to spite her for what she did to him.
Well, since I don't know what song it is, okay. I don't.
We
Number one,
need that release.
I don't think he used enough of the song.
We need that release now.
Yeah, I don't think he used enough of her voicemail to even have to pay her. That's what I truly believe.
No, but it's about consent. It's not about.
Hey, I hear you, brother. I hear you, but if you use a short enough piece of something, you don't have to even pay that other part. That's a real thing.
That is not true. That's if you're reviewing something. But if you're putting
YouTube,
somebody's voice
YouTube thing.
No. I'm not talking about music. I'm talking about in the world of music. Like, if you use a small enough piece of something, you can get it without paying. It's got to be small. I don't know how small her particular thing is because we ain't hit a song, so I can't make no judgment on that.
But he's not sampling a song. He's using somebody's voice and likeness.
He's using, which what I would have argued if I was him, he's using his personal property. That voicemail was his. That voicemail was sent to him so he could hear it. The whole intent of that voicemail was to be his property. Now, she wanted it to make him feel some kind of way. He used his own property that she sent him. And all he did was put it in front of a song based on what they saying. He just put the little voicemail in front of the song. Yeah, but the song don't need your voicemail.
You need consent, right? Because he's not sampling a published song, right, that has IP on it. Number two, you cannot use anybody likeness without their consent, and voice is a part of your likeness.
First of all, that ain't even her.
If anybody listening ever finds themselves in any kind of trouble, civil or criminal, if Roger shows up as your lawyer, just plead guilty.
Just fucking leave. Just fucking leave.
This nigga's horrible.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
Roger, voice is a part of your likeness.
I
right?
hear you, bro.
Right, like this is I mean, like this is all the contract stuff that we do all the time, right? Like you image your voice and likeness. That's what it's sponsorships, right?
No. I get what you're saying. I'm just saying he in a courtroom, he got to at least fight for it. Number one, you got to at least fight. And I'm just saying he tried.
He said, hey, I got consent from her text message. He tried it.
I mean, that was a slick move.
Yeah.
But I think that anybody would say that ain't gonna go nowhere. But he should at least even argue that a little bit more. If you're gonna pull it, that's all I'm saying. If you gonna pull it, you gotta pull it all the way. You can't halfway pull it, bro.
That's true.
Now that passes smell test for man law because he probably been using her throat all along. You know what I'm saying? And now all of a sudden she don't want him to use her voice. What's going on here, man? What's going on?
Now,
she would have got away. She would have got paid in any court. If that was a black man, that was a judge, he'd have paid her too. Just because she would have got pretty privileged, bro.
I don't think she would have got that much at the end of the day.
Yeah, I think that's where Sister Code comes in at the amount. Now that was Sister Code.
I mean, she said herself that she don't even feel right that she get the whole $15,000 she sued for, and then the thing is, the reason she sued didn't even really add up because this is the issue. She's the business owner.
Right.
Can't nobody stop your business when you the owner. That's voluntary at that point.
Yeah.
And, so my thing is, she bogus. You voluntarily stopped your business for something that you felt like mattered, but actually didn't. You're a nobody.
Actually, I want to change my ruling. This was illegal. Actually, this was illegal because she was suing for damages to her business. She did not provide any evidence of he personally damaged his business. She should have sued him for using my likeness or image without consent. So the judge was wrong. The judge should have voted. The judge should have voted in favor of the defendant because you can't charge that man for business damages. So she was definitely the judge was wrong. This was
This,
illegal.
this is worse. This is worse than any of you realize. This is the first case of a woman getting alimony for uh, for being a girlfriend.
Yeah. No. Tiger Woods also had to pay alimony for a girlfriend.
What?
He
That's
lost
Yeah.
that
right.
case.
That's right.
He lost that case.
Yeah. He lost that case. Tiger Woods lost that case.
We might have to do a review of that. That's that don't sound right at all. And I know that it couldn't have been right. But I ain't gonna get sidetracked. I'm gonna have to, take a look at that though.
So this is what I see in this case. He's paying alimony to a girlfriend
Yeah.
for hurting her feelings.
Yep.
That's what this is.
I don't see it like that, but I definitely believe that's reasonable. I ain't gonna say that ain't reason.
Well,
That's reason.
this is what I see. I see women, female judges punishing black men for the fucked up relationships that they had. Because that if I know this as a layman, then this judge definitely know that suing him for damages to his business without evidence is wrong. Like she should have brought up the case of what, copyright infringement or using my likeness without my consent. Then we have a case. But just sit there to say that I shut down my business because I was embarrassed and I'm suing them for that, bro. That there's no way
Nah, mama.
she's no way she could have won that case. For what? He had no sway over that. He did not approach her. Matter of fact, he cut off all communications with her. He had no contact with her clients, no contact with her business at all. And by her own account, she said that I closed down my business.
Yeah, and shout out to Black Rule Strikes. He says, if it's a hit record, he should hope that the judge's decision put a cap on her claim to the song because she could potentially have a much higher financial claim.
That's what you go for. You go for the song, not your business. There's no way you should have paid for that.
Yeah, and he also said because based on the copyright law, she might have a claim on partial ownership of the song itself.
Yeah, and
Now,
for royalties.
now I do think that's a very real problem that could come up if she was smart enough to think it out on her own. I think the good news is he ain't famous enough. There ain't nobody gonna get in her ear to even put that idea out there, so he might be fine on that note. But I am gonna say, I didn't see no damages. There's a claim of damage. Again, I brought up the fact she's the owner. Nobody can make her close it down. She had to close it down. And I don't even know if this is a real business. Are you doing hair at your home? Like what's really going on? And maybe that wouldn't even matter as much.
But no, that definitely matters because if you're operating illegally, how am I gonna pay damages for you breaking the law?
All I'm saying is I never heard it established that she had any type of hair business at all. She just said I do hair.
Yeah.
Well, my mama did hair. My sisters did hair. They ain't never had no business about it though, but you know what I'm saying? But they done hair. So I gotta understand how this adds up. To me, it seemed like the judge was just trying to do what she can to help somebody for cheating. Rewarded a woman for cheating.
Yep.
Man drive by, he see the car in the driveway. He's a known. His car is known amongst the people. What he come over there for? He ain't come over there if he wasn't getting none. And the judge gonna talk about, well, I gotta respect her for telling the truth. How's she telling the truth? The dude is at her house. You really want me to believe he came to the house just to kiss her?
Apparently, this is a no-fault breakup state. This is diabolical, man. This is diabolical.
Real
She admitted to cheating. Admitted it. And the judge is like, I still feel sorry for her. $15,000. Man, you crazy. This is diabolical.
And that's why I say he wasn't aggressive enough. And I understand you don't want to piss off a judge. But when the judge says, she this was her pouring her heart out to you, he should have been saying pouring her out because she cheated.
Yeah.
She didn't mean this to be so public. No, she don't want to be known as a cheater. Remember, she was doing everything behind my back. She didn't come to me and admit she was cheating. I saw the car in the driveway. We don't know how long that's been going on.
The diabolical part where, I wanted to slap this mess out the judge. He was like, Your Honor, she cheated on me. I come back, what do you want me to do? Be a man about it? Like,
yeah.
Being a man. Being vindictive is being a man. Taking retribution is being a man. So what are you talking about? You're supposed to get back. That's what being a man is.
You're supposed to be the man they say you should be. That's what she said.
I don't understand that, man. The manhood I understand is that when someone harms you, they're the enemy, and the enemy deserves no mercy. Shout out to Cobra Kai. That's the man I believe in. Goddamn Cobra Kai.
Well, I'm gonna say I think you're supposed to take advantage of everything you can to win your case. So when she say you were supposed to be a man about it, he should have suggested, Your Honor, why would you say that to me? Be a man, like go in there and start beating on her the next chance I had to. You talking about like that? Because that don't make sense, Your Honor. He should have used that to make her feel embarrassed to do stuff the right way.
No, I would have said, do you mean be a man like your simp ass father, who your mother wouldn't let you be around because she didn't love you enough? That's what you should have.
Yeah, well, that ain't going. That was not going to help him win that
$30,000. $30,000.
That was going to help him win. My thing is, you got to keep in mind this is a courtroom, and people who say, well, that may not be a real court because on TV. Look, you sign contracts just like you do in a real court, and once you sign that contract to say you're going to abide by what the court says, it is what it is at that point. Okay, that's what you do when you go into a real courtroom. And whether you realize it or not, you sign saying you're gonna comply with what the court say. So he was in court, even if it was captured on TV. So I got to win. Your Honor, a man would fight when he saw his girl being with another dude. Now and a lot of men would fight the other man and her. So the only thing to be quote unquote be a man about it is give her a bunch of black eyes. Or you know what? There's men who killed their girlfriend for stuff like that. So telling me I should be a man, that don't even sound right, Your Honor. What are you really trying to say? You embarrass her so she ruled properly.
No, but we gotta be kind of careful with that. Being a man is not doing dumb stuff that's gonna put yourself in jeopardy. Like what he did.
No. We're not arguing about being a man. I'm saying you got to say something so you can win that case.
Yeah. I said I was being a man, right? I got my lick back. That's what being a man is.
That ain't gonna help you win. I'm sorry to tell you, bro. You ain't gonna win off that one. All right, we got one more guest coming up. We got the warning shot is in the building. So warning shot. You got it. What you got for us?
What up, Roger? What up, panel? What up, chat? Man, this is wild, bro. This is wild. Just another prime example of why Negroes got to stop messing with these 304s. You have no way out. I mean, I think this young man handled this situation very well, right? He has a situation where he rolls up on this girl. He discovers that, Pookie is at our house with his
Nah,
Camaro parked.
nah. Now we don't
You
use the
know,
Pookie term
I'm
loosely
sorry.
here. We don't use
well,
the
well,
Pookie
well,
term
all right,
loosely
well, we ain't
here.
gonna call him that. We ain't gonna call him that. But we just gonna say that
Just name him
the
something.
former guy,
No,
the
name him
former
something.
guy.
Give him a name.
Nah.
Name that
We
Pookie,
man
gon'
something.
we gonna
Pookie's,
call him. We gonna
Peanut.
call him
Pookie's,
Willie. We gonna call him Willie.
Peanut. His name is
Pookie,
Peanut. Peanut.
Pookie's, Pookie's
Peanut.
don't drive. Pookie's don't drive Camaros. They
They
ride
dry
Swins,
Hellcats.
sir.
They
No,
call
they
him
ride
Peanut.
Swins, sir.
His name is Peanut, nigga. Peanut.
Okay,
Well, we gonna call him Peanut. We gonna call him
yeah,
Peanut
Peanut
then.
is fine. Okay, Peanut
But
is
he
fine.
roll up on this girl, Peanut in there, giving her back shots, even though she say it was just a kiss, and he went home. And instead of crashing out, he just takes a picture and he say, you know what, I'm gonna drop a track about it. This is what I gotta say about that, man. Why is it that when a white man drops a track about an ex-girlfriend, nobody comes after him in the courtroom?
Shout out to Justin Timberlake.
But a young brother, a young fine brother like this who chooses not to use violence to express his emotions and how hurt he is, he chooses to use his art to express his hurt, gets drugged into a courtroom and has to give up $15,000. We got to leave these females alone, man. You got to be careful out here, young man.
This
Peanut
We're
was
not
in that
able to
dirty.
move as freely. We're not able to move as freely as the M&Ms of the world.
so
I
And
think this
Peanut,
is a terrible situation, man. I think this is a terrible ruling by the judge. At first, when she was listening to the case, I kind of felt like she was going to side with him. But, leave it to a black woman in a position of power to come down on a black man.
you know
I'm
what?
laying my plane dirt, man.
But you know what? It seems like if your woman cheat on you, it's gonna cost you 15 grand
Or more. Or more.
or more. It's gonna cost you when she cheat on you. It's gonna cost you money to leave her. Stop it.
and Peanut was in there dirty macking too. He was in there dirty macking.
He
Oh, yeah,
probably
he
was.
was.
Well, you know what though? On the real, I'm sure it happened, but he probably didn't have to because at the end of the day, she called him over to her place. To me, that says a whole lot right there. That's
Yeah.
undeniable. He didn't just find her somewhere. She literally called him and said, "Come back to where I live and tear this thing up like you used to."
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I say, number one, we gotta acknowledge the credit that he
No,
should get
no,
for
no,
number one.
no.
Hold on. We gotta acknowledge the brother who ended up in court. The number one, he ended things the proper way. I don't
Mm-hmm.
even talk to you. I just block
Mm-hmm.
you and I've
Yep.
moved on. That was the right thing to do. Real talk. Unfortunately for him, she already knew where he lived. So, it's court. So he got sent something in the mail. You know, that's why I'm a little more skeptical nowadays, even though it may sound crazy. I do not like to let women know where I live anymore. I just don't.
Mm. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
peeping what they doing in
Well, Roger,
society. Go ahead.
Roger, the great Santana told us if she fine and I got the dirty Mac to get it, it's okay. That's what he said. She is fine. I got to get into her, but she is fine.
But this is why I say you got to be careful, especially in this environment, because this is a situation where it was a breakup. There was no property between the two. They lived in separate homes. There was no marriage, no children, and she was still able to successfully get $15,000 out of this dude, man.
Well, I'm gonna say he definitely should have fought harder. It should not have happened if you ask me, but he should have definitely. I mean, if you're gonna go to court, man, go in there prepared to do everything you can to win. Like, don't play with it. Now I'm gonna say shout out to Trust Yourself First. You said she consented when she left a voicemail. When you call a business, they use the calls for training employees. They no longer had a personal relationship when she left. Excuse me. They no longer had a personal relationship when she left it. So he was training the new hoes. Okay. Now
No,
I don't know if that last part gonna help, but I'm gonna say yes. I would definitely have argued that this was my personal property that was left for my intent. The reason she gave me that, she gave that for me to do what I wanted to do with it. That's what you do with a voicemail.
When you call the credit card company, in the beginning, they said this recording will be used and recorded for training purposes. I'm pretty sure on his voicemail there was no notification. Like at the end of the day, like the judge was wrong because she found him guilty, or she found him owing compensation to her illegal business, which is diabolical because she did not produce any type of documentation that says she's a registered business owner with a tax ID. And number two, he had no interaction with her clients or her place of business because they both admit he ended all communication with her. So the fact that he had to drop $15K because Santana was in there waxing that ass, diabolical.
Well, I'm gonna say this. My very first thought after seeing this was he should sue her. He should sue the judge. I don't remember her name. If somebody knows her name, y'all can say it in the chat because she's famous already. But I would sue that judge because you use the fact that I happen to make 50,000 to justify giving her 15.
Right.
You said yourself 15 is crazy. You said it. All right. And then number two, where is the damage? She's telling the court, the people who really know what's going on can figure it out. They can put two and two together. Number one, we ain't talking about nobody. So we talking about who? 3, 4 people? We ain't talking about nobody.
And he had no contact with those people.
So when it comes down to it, she never proved that she got damaged at all because of his song. That's what
her feelings were hurt. That's why she did that.
I mean,
this is black women. This is black women proving to you niggas yet again. Their feelings matter and your feelings don't. He made a song because his feelings was hurt. That don't mean nothing. That don't mean nothing. What mattered was her feelings were hurt because he made the song.
Well, the judge said, be a man, right? Because he says, what am I supposed to do? Be a man, right? That's what he said. I was hurt. I had no one to talk to. What do you expect me to do? Be a man. That's what her response was.
I think he was super manly. That man went off and made some money. Ain't that what men supposed to do?
Mm-hmm.
So that was just nonsense to me. And I understand she want to be hurt for the woman. She wants to empathize with the woman. But why are you empathizing with the person who cheated? I would have been asking all these type of questions. Why are you empathizing with the person that cheated?
Mm-hmm.
You know, let's just keep it legal. You know?
Women since the beginning of time been working together to cheat on men. What you talking about, Roger?
Bro, but I got you on camera in court. Let's put all that stuff to the side. You're the judge. You're supposed to be looking at this from an objective standpoint where you ain't supposed to be sad with nobody. Let's just look at what's going on legal. Where was she damaged? She's suing for damages. Where was the damage?
Her feelings were damaged, man.
Yo,
her feelings were damaged.
Hold on, this is what I'm saying. You telling me she was damaged because her best friend knows she a slut? Is that how her feelings were damaged?
That's right. You damaged her image. You say all the time that their image is important to them. Damage her image, sir.
It's the most important thing to them. But the whole point is the person who got enough information to figure out the 2 and 2 equal 4, as she said, them the same people she already told that the other dude was dicking her down. There is no damage.
Because this was not the first time, gentlemen. When he found out, that was not the first time.
No.
And
that should have been brought out.
Exactly. And when you have to operate on an assumption, you work with an assumption that's going to work for you. You don't work on assumptions gonna work for them. Your Honor, you think her best friends who got enough information to put two and two together don't already know this dude is dicking her down on a regular basis? You think they don't already know that?
I don't think they have no idea, Rob. They ain't got no idea.
That's the sisterhood right there. That's the only sisterhood kick in.
Well,
Cat was up in it. Peanut was up in it. Rael was up. Everybody was
well,
up in there.
I am saying, as men, we got to stop trying to fight with kitty gloves, man. You got to fight to win.
Truth teller.
You know, that's my point. I'm not gonna get on the guy case because he's not an experienced courtroom attorney or anything like that. So I'm not saying that wasn't his best. Maybe in this particular scenario, that's his best. He's not a lawyer. He's a music producer. Obviously, a decent music producer if he made $50,000 off one song. He's doing something right. So I want to give him his props now. I do want to give him his props, and I want to, acknowledge that he did the right thing by not even calling her anything once he found out. You find out your girl cheating on you in certain ways, man, you should not be looking for closure. You should just supposed to shut stuff down. It is what it is. Okay? Now, Black Roo done said something about hot sauce being right, y'all. Oh, Lord, have mercy. Oh, Lord, have mercy. Black Roo Strike says, hot sauce is absolutely right. She should have had to prove she sustained financial losses from a legitimate business enterprise.
That's crazy,
there
man.
You go. And see, that was my thing. She didn't practice. Nothing got through.
She just voiced it. She literally just said,
it wasn't even a voice. All she said was he put it out and damages happened. She never actually said what the damages are.
No, well, she basically this is what she said. She said that basically she fell into depression, canceled her hair appointments, racked up debt, was living off credit cards and stuff like that. But they didn't even prove none of that. But that's what she said, though. That's what she said.
That's not proof of anything. And I think
it's not proof, but that's what she argued, and that's what she rewarded based off. She rewarded it based off of what she said. It's crazy.
Now the judge rewarded her because the guy won, and her estimation, the woman did him dirty, and he found a better way, and he won. That's why she did that.
That's
because there's no legal basis to do it. So she did it because she didn't want her to lose.
Yeah, but there's another thing, right? There's actually no proof that she actually canceled her appointments. There's no proof that she actually right there. I mean, there's not even proof that she actually canceled her appointments.
Man.
Hey,
she won based off of what she said.
Yeah.
She did not appear to be indigent in that courtroom to me, sir.
I mean,
fresh how-do. Fresh laid. Nice.
Bro, this was a robbery. The more I think about it, this was a highway robbery. No proof of income, no proof of business. You said you closed down for 3 days, but you don't even have proof that you actually closed.
3 months. 3 months. I would have drug her. I would have asked to see that book. With her little appointment book that she made, I would have asked to see it. Let me see all these canceled on that you recorded that you didn't do. Let me see just even the word cancel on something. Let me see a cancellation.
Right. You know, like in zero payments coming into your bank account. Right.
Bro,
there's like, oh my God.
My thing is she might do her sister hair once every 2-3 months. That don't make you a hairdresser.
She's saying you lost clients. No, you didn't even have a business. A lot of it.
It should be against the law to pay for coochie that you ain't even getting. It should be against the law, bro.
Well, let me.
That's what he's doing. He's paying for coochie he used to get.
Right.
Let me read this about Black Cooper Strikes. He says her choosing not to work is not a valid reason for awarding damages. Damage would only have been valid if she continued to work and there was evidence that she had lost clientele via the song. And I'm saying Black Rule is 100% on point, and that's why I got a problem with the whole thing, because that's what, again, y'all, the first thing I think after I saw this, dude should sue that judge.
Yeah.
Real talk.
Well, they have
The first
judicial
thing that came
immunity.
to mind.
They have judicial immunity in a lot of the time. Like, man.
Well, no, but he can
He can appeal it. He can appeal it.
Appeal,
He can
right?
appeal it, but he can't sue that judge.
Hold fast. This ain't in the court system. This is a TV show. You sue the judge.
Whoa.
How? I don't think you can.
This is not an official court. This is a TV show where you actually sign contracts to be on the air, to be taken picture of, and say that you're gonna go along with whatever the judge say in this particular scenario. It's not an actual part of a court system.
Wait, what? How is that even possible?
You can't sue.
It's called reality TV.
You can't sue a judge, but you can sue the show, right? You can sue the show, but you can't sue the judge.
You probably can sue the judge because she wasn't working in official capacity.
No. If the ruling stands in the court of law that she was working in official capacity.
This was not a ruling based on a state. There was no judge from a state that gave this ruling. This was a actor or actress who gave a ruling.
Okay, so this is a contractual agreement, is what you're saying?
It's very close to the very thing you do at a real court. You sign contracts saying, I'm going to abide by the court's decision. But the court got all that legal stuff that's attached to it. This is a TV show. It ain't legal.
Then I was to the TV show. Get the money from the TV show.
Okay, so does that mean he don't got to pay?
No, you sign contracts saying you gonna go along with what the people say.
So how did they work this loophole?
It's not a loophole. It's a contract. Is a contract.
Well, if there's a contract saying that you gotta abide by the court's ruling, then she's working in the official capacity.
So,
otherwise, you don't have to follow the court.
No, it's not that she gotta. There's a contract saying they gotta abide by the court's ruling because this is not a court. It's a contract saying you gotta abide by the ruling this lady on TV gonna give you.
So what Roger's saying, it's more of a debate show than it is an actual court. And if you lose the debate, he lost the debate. What he should have did was present, hey, Your Honor, if you rule in her favor, you are ruling that a woman that admitted to cheating should get paid after she breaks up with her boyfriend.
Yeah.
That's the kind of stuff he should be saying.
What I'm saying is because this is not officially part of the court, because the court is part of the city, state, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And because this is not an official thing, I'm going to use the fact that it's not actually attached to anything to sue the judge because she made a ruling that she knows she shouldn't have made. Because if this was part of a quote unquote real court, she knows she can't do that.
I got to disagree with you, Roger. He just lost the debate. He's not a good debater. He lost the debate. He signed up for a debate and he lost. And now you got a sore tooth about it. You want to sue? I'm with the judge on that one. You got to man up on that, boss.
I don't understand why he even went on the show if it was those type of rules. Like you just debating. Like that's 15 grand.
No, it's not. No, brother. Don't y'all trying to make it something that it ain't. When you sign contracts, so it means you're going to abide by it just like if you was in a real courtroom. But it's not a real courtroom. But you sign as if it was. You sign enough stuff to say you're going to do exactly what you would have done if it happened in a real courtroom. But again, all I'm saying is this is not actually attached to the state. This is a TV show. Y'all really believe the state got people court? You know what I'm saying? And the state can't do that. You making stuff public. You putting people's information out there and all that type of stuff. The state ain't finna do that. No, we ain't that corrupt yet. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of corrupt stuff going on. We ain't that corrupt yet. Shout out to Black Rule Strikes. He says, my guess would be agreeing to do that show includes you signing a deal that prohibits suing the judge, the show, and or any affiliates of such, which Black Rule is making a strong point right there. Okay, that's making a strong point. Because, why wouldn't they do that? He says, you are not going to allow people to appear on that show who can later sue the judge. Are you Negroes crazy? Now, I would say, okay, Black Rule, you got us on that one. You got us on that one. Yeah, they wouldn't, they ain't going to allow you to blow the spot up. That's for sure. That's for sure. So I can accept that. But let me let Trifling Holes try to get in one more time since he came back, and then we'll give it to No Placeholder who just came up. Trifling Holes, come on, let's see you right now, brother.
Yeah.
What you got?
Am I good now?
Yeah, you sound fine now.
So let me tell y'all this. As you successfully keep avoiding women, y'all don't marry them. Y'all don't have children with them. We are successfully financially cutting their lifeline. They are going to court to y'all over petty stuff and get the money out of it. Because, like somebody that I love always say, somebody got to pay for these hoes.
Okay. All right. Shout out to you for that. No Placeholder, you got it.
Good morning, Roger.
Good morning, brother.
GBR, Shrimp Champ, and the Emperor.
What's happening,
What's going
What
man?
on?
up? What up?
Oh, I'm glad you was there, bro. You looking different today. But yeah, what's good? Um, I'm I'm
Don't make a bad
I'm a little
decision.
confused. Yeah, I'm saying, I'm a little confused. That's definitely a Bronx decision right there. I'm sorry. I hate to say that, Bronx, but like if you get better, like if you get better protection in a real court where the burden of proof is higher, and you actually have to legitimize things, why the hell
Yeah,
would you sign that contract, brother?
yeah,
Make her. You
yeah.
know
That's
what I'm
wild.
saying. Exactly. It's like you're gonna go to some place where the threshold for getting access to your money is lower, and there's no actual real. I mean, based on what Roger's saying, there's no actual legit legal process here. It's just basically something defined by a court. I mean, a show. You have $50,000. I mean, my philosophy toward the world is that basically like I'm gonna use some of that money to get a real lawyer and go to a real court. But that's basically where I come into play. And I agree with Hot Sauce about the idea of like if you put her in a song, even her voice, you basically put yourself in a scenario where basically she has access to her likeness and her image. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna say a lot of people use this stuff because it's a way to get their case done and won't cost them as much money. They possibly can save some money at the end of the day because it's a TV show. They want people to come in. If nothing less, you might get a free trip across the country somewhere to go to this courtroom, and then you get flown back home. So if nothing else, it's a trip. So people gonna use these things at the end of the day. But you do. That's why they only take like these civil cases because you don't see anything real. Well, you don't. I'm gonna just say you don't see anything non-civil on TV like that. You know, not like as brought as a television show. If it's like court on TV, that's different. You know what I'm saying? Because if there's some very small pockets where you can find actual court being televised, but this ain't what this is. That's why it's always civil stuff. It's never criminal stuff because they don't have access to do any of that stuff. Now, this is supposed to go just like any other court would go. So my thing is the judge was wrong because she's supposed to still operate as if this was an actual courtroom. And you awarded damages to a woman who got her feelings hurt because she cheated on a nigga. And I'm gonna say nigga because she treated him like a nigga at this particular point. So she cheated on some nigga, and you use her the fact that she wants the nigga back, as some kind of revenge. Like, I mean, come on, man. That's not how a judge's supposed to operate. This is ridiculous at the end of the day. The only reason the woman got rewarded is because she got her feelings hurt because she got caught cheating on a man. And that's all this really
Roger,
was.
quickly, Roger. If we as men have gone through the concept of understanding that the family court is a court system that's completely independent of the real court, and we basically spend our entire life being shafted by this non-real court. Why the hell would you basically go into another non-real court? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that
My
makes no
yeah.
sense to me.
His reasoning, I don't see what he stood to gain from doing that at all. Like, what do you gain from it? Are you just
What
trying to get on TV so you can get more money from the song? Or I don't understand it,
I
bro.
mean,
It's almost
that
like he's
might
giving up rights.
no, that because it's supposed to operate just like any other court would. You know what I'm saying? So I don't see that as a big difference because it's supposed to operate the exact same way. The issue is a judge rewarded some woman because he got cheated on. And that's
Well,
what the
it's a
issue is. The judge was concerned with her feelings instead of the facts of the case. The fact is she's claiming there's damage. She asked for this ain't $100, y'all. She asked for 15 grand. That's a lot of money. Okay, you can buy a car with 15 grand. Yo, so I think we shouldn't lose the perspective because it's a television show. But this television show is supposed to operate just like real life is supposed to operate.
It
Which
didn't,
means she's
Roger.
moving like she would move in any other capacity. And the fact that she did this, she's super bogus because all she did was give a woman 15,000 because the man was smart enough to not look like an idiot after he got cheated on. And that's
But
all
I
I
mean, it
see
didn't
here.
happen. It didn't happen that way, Roger. So it's supposed to is like, you know what I'm saying?
exactly
The
Yeah,
whole idea is that you're saying it's supposed to, yet in a real court, you would be in a position to have
appeal,
some
right?
recourse. Get what I'm saying, Roger? You
no,
don't have any recourse now.
I totally get that. I totally get that. You know, but it's hard to do it in real life because going after a judge ain't no easy thing either. Anyway, they are very well protected. You know,
No, Roger. We're saying that in a real court, she would have had to have the burden of proving that she had damages. She would have had to have shown some financial
no.
loss.
I understand that, but there's no way in the world he was going to believe that she was going to operate in a totally different way because when they're on TV, they operate just like they in real courts. So there's no way he's going to know that that's going to happen. I've never seen it happen to anybody else. This was literally my first time seeing some judges go
I
off
see where you're coming from.
out kilter like that. So why would he have that expectation? You know. So I'm just saying, reasonably, he has no reason to believe that she finna do something like that. But let me read these in by Black Rule real quick. Black Rule said he is in the entertainment business. Maybe he thinks he can use it for marketing in some way. And he also says there are probably millions or more people who will see this video and want to hear that song, and he will make more than enough to pay back that 15K he lost.
There you go.
Do
Appearing
you do
on
you
the
all know the
show
name of the
is
song?
hold on, man, let me finish reading
Okay.
it. God, appearing on the show is good business. Okay, real talk. And I was thinking the same thing because at the end of the day, he's a producer who made a nice little song. This could get him all type of little connections. Other people might come at him that wouldn't have came at him at no time soon because he was able to get a song off. And guess what? Yes, everybody who sees this is gonna have interest in same thing I did. I wonder what the song is. That's gonna be one of the
Yeah.
first things that pop in your head. Because I
I
want to
looked
know
for it,
what
but I
song
couldn't
it
find it.
is.
I
I
looked for it, but I
definitely
couldn't
want to
find it.
listen to the song. You know? And I want to hear the voicemail now. So now
Yeah.
I want to hear the song and the voicemail.
Oh yeah. Oh.
But
You gonna hear
Inspired Truth, you got it, bro.
if you get the song, you gonna hear
All
the
right, all
voicemail.
right. First off, I hope everybody's having a terrific Tuesday here. Man, there's some hoes in this house. There's some hoes in this house. Man, self-snitching is A-OK. Self-snitching is cool, but I mean, giving hoes real consequences, I guess not. I
Man.
suppose not. But like, so here's the thing: like, what we're seeing is still like that same paradigm of infinite forgiveness for hoes and accountability for men. That's what this is typified by. And if we're looking at this in terms of like a private conversation, it only takes like one person out of the two people to consent to recording a private conversation. But this isn't even that. This is somebody like recording knowingly and willfully recording on somebody else's device, on somebody else's storage, on somebody else's voicemail. It's like me going up into the booth, dropping a track, not paying for the track. The studio owns the track, and then the studio owns the masters. Like, you get what you get. Same thing as IRL streaming. I go outside, there's people out there, there's people's names. I mean, not their names, there's people's likenesses, there's people talking. Like, do they own it now that they're in a public space? Nah, the public space is not your living room anymore. So, I mean, there's all sorts of stuff over here that just kind of like really stamps home the fact that this is like it's not really one of those legal cases. It's like kind of the TV show type deal. So it's just kind of and 15K money well spent for putting the hoe on blast, giving her consequences, especially if you made 50, and he's probably likely going to make a whole lot more, because now I'm interested in the song. Brother can run a GoFundMe if nothing else works, and I'll support it.
I mean, real talk, I'm probably gonna find out what this song is. You know, and probably by this weekend, I'll be jamming to this song, whatever this is, because I expect it to be good. He made 50,000 off of it already, so it's probably a good song. So I'm probably gonna go through the trouble to figure out what this song is. So, he ain't slow. I'll say that. This brother definitely ain't slow. It's just the judge was on something bogus. And my thing is, we got to be able to call this type of stuff out. Just because she's in a position, or just because she's a judge, does that mean we ain't supposed to be able to criticize somebody who's doing something definitely wrong? And at the end of the day, no damages were proven in this case. None at all. So therefore, nothing should be rewarded. And I'm going to say this. It's a voicemail. When you give somebody a voicemail, you are turning something over to them. It's their property now. You can't tell somebody not to use their property. Very true. You definitely have protections about likenesses and images in certain scenarios, but y'all do know you don't even get no protection if they catch you in public anymore. We're talking about a specific voicemail that was sent to him so he can do what he wants to do with it. At the end of the day, I don't even think that's gonna work no more. Because you could be like, well, hey, that's my voice. No. That's his voicemail. He didn't get nothing off of you. He didn't sneak anything from you. He didn't record you without your permission, anything like that. You sent him the voicemail. That's his property.
Yeah, Roger. So, Roger, I agree with Black Uru that basically, if he's an entertainment, he will come out better in the end. So, I agree. I agree with that as a Black Uru brother. However, I mean, it can be. I can say that I left a voicemail for you to listen to. I did not give you the permission for you to basically publicize that voicemail.
You can't control my relationship to my property.
Hold on, Roger, hold on. I call your phone number, right, Roger? Did I call the entire internet? Did I call your phone number?
You did call my phone number.
Okay, and who did I leave the voicemail for, Roger?
You left a voicemail for me.
There you go. Thank you.
And because you left it for me, it's now my property. I can do what I want with my property.
No, it's not. My voice is not your property. My voice is not your property.
That's the argument you make, though.
You're giving it over.
Roger is like a jailhouse lawyer.
You relinquish that. Now, anything
Roger,
you say
time out, guys. There's a reason why when you call corporations, they say they let you know up front, this will be recorded for whatever purposes. Because just because you called that place does not automatically give you ownership.
That's like
you know what? They said you're consenting to it being recorded, though.
Can I please land my plane? You do not have ownership over anybody's likeness. And your voice is a part of your likeness. You do not have ownership over that, even if you leave a voicemail. That is faulty. That's faulty. You do not have. You cannot show me any law. You cannot show me any law that proves that. That proves that.
So here's the thing about it. You just said put up a scenario that doesn't equate, because you said earlier that they tell you, hey, your voice is being recorded. Of course they have to tell you your voice is being recorded. You don't know that your voice is being recorded. When you leave a voicemail, you know damn well that your voice is being recorded, and you're storing it on somebody else's device, knowingly and willfully.
That's a good point.
There is no law. Bring out the law There is no law that says that if you leave a voice message that now a person has a right to your voice or your image.
Okay,
There is no
okay.
law that
Now, my thing is there's word games that are being used here. Now I'm gonna read this real quick by Mr. Platinum. Robert Platinum said the voicemail is a gift. Now I'm gonna come back to that in a hot second. Because I think he's saying something that he's expressing in a way that people could understand a little bit better. Now I'm gonna say shout out to Black Rule Strikes. He said she has a legitimate copyright case, and because this has been public aired, some IP attorney might see this and take her case on contingency, especially if he is making real money. Now I'm gonna say I think Black Rule is 100% correct, but I ain't bringing that up because I don't want to help her in any kind of way at all. You know
Also,
what I'm
you
saying?
have to
Let
apply
that
for
brother keep
copyrights
making
and
his money.
trademarks.
Well, I'm
So
saying
hold on, time out.
let's
If
not give
Black Rule,
ideas for her to eventually get a hold of and use against them. Let's not
if
just do
if
that.
if, if Black Guru is right, because Black Guru is saying the same thing that me and No Placeholder are saying, right? It's a copyright infringement.
No, I mean you can argue that. We you know what I'm saying? Now what I'm saying is this, because I'm not saying he owns her likeness. What he owns is the voicemail. That's what he owns. He don't own being able to make her do anything he want her to do. What he owns is the voicemail that she gave to him. And I'm gonna say in the terms Robert Platinum said to make people understand a little bit better, he owns that gift she gave him. That was for him personally. You know what I'm saying? It was for his
Oh, you just said
personal
it, Roger.
use.
Yeah,
Personally, personal
he
Yeah.
didn't say
use. You just
he
said it,
didn't say
Roger.
her voice
For
make the
your
entire
ears, Roger. Not for the entire internet's ears.
No.
Your ears, Roger.
I understand that, but the thing is, you can't control what I do with my gift. It's mine. If you give me a coat and you gave it for me to wear, that's
That's not
cool. But you can't
Roger.
stop me
There's
from
nowhere
giving.
in the
Hold
But
on,
no
hold
a
on, hold
gift.
placeholder.
on.
How?
Just let me say it. Just let me say it. Then you can rebut it. If you give me a coat for me to wear, that's fine. But you can't stop me from letting my little brother wear my coat. It's mine.
But Roger, a code is not in form of Roger. The only way that would be a problem if I'm an actual designer. If I'm Louis Vuitton and I design a coat and I let you wear the coat and then you give it to somebody else, then I might be in a position to basically have the same argument. You get what I'm saying? We're talking about her actual voice. And what I'm saying, so that is, I understand what you're saying, Roger. First of all, it's not a gift to you. It's actually being stored in the ISP on the whatever your cell phone provider is. It's being stored on their network, on their server, and their hard drive, and it's not the same. And you're accessing that. So technically speaking, you don't even have it. You don't even own it. So I'm saying, from the point of technicality. And the second point I wanted to make is that if Blackpool is right, how do we take into account the fact that they have a judgment now? If she got paid $15,000 as restitution and or damages, can she sue again if he makes $2 million off the song from the purpose of IP? I mean, this court right here should basically constitute double jeopardy, no?
Like you can't take somebody's likeness without their consent, right? You
No.
just
I'm talking about her being able to sue again after
right.
this judgment.
I mean, yeah, she can. She can sue under copyright infringement.
You have to
Or
have a
using
copyright
her
first before
likeness
you can
without
be.
consent.
No, the thing is, there would be something would have to happen where because you got a non-real court, you know what I'm saying? If you take something to a real court, then the real court can do something because they don't have to acknowledge what a non-real court did. There's no at this point. There's no nothing that I know of in law that said they got to acknowledge what you did in fairy tale land. Because at the end of the day, as far as the court is concerned, anything that didn't happen in their court is fairy tale land. So they don't have to acknowledge that. So you would be creating. This would be a new issue that get created, and then they would have to do some type of legitimacy about it. That's all this would be. If somebody went to one of these shows and then took it to a real courtroom, did the same thing, you just create a new thing for lawmakers to figure out because it would be a new situation.
Yeah, and then when you drop like a voicemail, you don't get to dictate what happens after that. Oh, you can listen to my voicemail, but only on a Tuesday, only after like 12 p.m. Like, no, you can't dictate that after it's already given.
Yes,
Like,
you can. Yes, you can.
Nonsense. Nobody. Show me the case where somebody said, "Okay, I gave you this voicemail, but you can only listen to this voicemail on a Tuesday after 12."
Cannot. You must have consent.
That's not what we're saying to inspire you.
Like this, or
We're not saying that.
right? I mean, you're not. You're just making stuff up. I mean, you're
No,
not.
you're making stuff up. Like, because if they took that voice and made AI out of it and made her say all these different things, then that would be an issue of them using her likeness and stuff going forward. In this case, is one particular segment of time and one particular thing that's actually real.
Now,
Come on,
to be
inspire you.
fair,
Go ahead, Jim.
Roger's the one making all this stuff up. Just to be fair, you
I
know what I'm
mean,
saying?
to be fair,
Ro- Ro-
if I'm gonna fight
Roger
for
like a
something, I'm gonna fight for it.
Roger, a jailhouse lawyer that can't get himself out of jail, man. That's what's
No,
going on
no,
here, man.
no, no. The thing is,
No, no,
if
Roger giving bad advice. He
I
giving
ain't give no
bad
bad
advice
advice.
today. Again, talking about suing a judge. Even if you could sue a judge, that's a bad idea. You know what kind of hell you gonna have to pay for law enforcement the rest of your life if
Look,
you sue a judge?
Look,
my
look.
Man,
Here's
come
no,
on.
here's
my
another.
thing is, you supposed to have won the court case in the first place, and because you in court, you supposed to make. If you gonna make an argument about using the voicemail, you got to make a compelling argument. Now, if you
I agree
lose
with
the
that.
compelling argument, that's one thing, but you got to make the argument.
Here's the thing that's like we don't think about is like the whole thing about slander. Like this guy is actually like providing some part of evidence, really. Like, because if he didn't have the evidence, then it would be, oh, well, he's just lying on her, blah, blah, blah. Then if you do get the evidence, oh, you're invading her privacy, blah, blah, blah. It's a no-win situation.
Yeah. And shout out to Black Rule Strikes. He said the judgment for damages has nothing to do with whether it's copyright infringement. And that's a very real thing. And I'm not even arguing. I'm not even trying to put that out there. I don't even want the lady to even hear something and somebody get an idea, go back and help her in any kind of way. All I'm
Well,
saying is
he
the
hasn't
judge
made
was
enough
on
money to get sued for that. To be honest
what
with you.
I mean, bro, 30% of his money was given away right then. He said he made 50. When you give somebody 15 or 50, you just gave somebody 30%. All that work I did to put that song together, and you gonna give 30% away for
Yeah, for her
somebody
vacation.
gave me?
Well, apparently she did sing the hook, bro. Apparently.
That was
Man,
the intro, though.
I'm pretty sure all we had was some words being said before the song came on. That's all it was at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? She's not
Hold on, Roger.
important. She's a nobody in this situation. She is not famous. She got no damages at all. She doesn't actually matter. We don't know her name now.
Hold on, Roger.
That's how undamaged she is. We don't even know her name now. Go
I
ahead,
remember
Jay.
I remember a famous white rapper. Is Eminem, who used to basically berate his his ex. I forgot her name. Like Kim or something to that effect. And he got in trouble for that, bro. He had to pay her a decent amount of money to keep putting her in his songs. I do remember that. You guys remember that?
No, say it again. He did what? What did he do with her?
I believe Eminem had to basically pay his ex-wife, whoever it is, that some woman named Kim, a decent amount of
Kim.
money for keep putting her in the song.
That was his mama.
No, that's not his mother.
No, that was his baby mother. That was his baby mother.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna say this though. In that particular case though, Eminem you at least know who the person is, and he throwing her name out there. All that can be tracked to her because you can go figure out who Eminem's baby mama actually is, and you see what I'm saying? Like he made it specific to her. This guy just put a voicemail in front of a song. That ain't specific to anybody.
Yeah,
Eminem was calling her name out.
Eminem actually used Mariah Carey's voice in the warning shot. He used
What I gotta do with
voicemails.
this, man?
But that
He
ain't
used
that
voicemails that he sent during their relationship in that song.
But he's talking about a whole different person though. Those are
Yeah.
unrelated.
What are you talking about, bro?
He's talking about
The-
his actual child's mother, whose name is Kim. That Eminem was putting her out there as a particular person. This guy just simply took a voicemail He didn't name her. I'm pretty sure her name was not on the voicemail. Because who gets on a voicemail crying to some dude and mention their own name? This is Kelly crying over you. Now, ain't nobody doing that. This is not a particular person. It's just a voicemail. He put it in front of a song. That's all this is at the end of the day. She had no damages at all. Just because she wanted to go on a 3-month vacation, don't mean I'm supposed to pay for her 3-month vacation. I don't even know that this wasn't her plan from Jump Street. Only thing I heard was some woman said I didn't work for 3 months. Surprise, surprise. A woman didn't work for 3 months. Like that's new, you know? She don't got no shot, not that we know of. So she took a 3-month vacation. Now she want me to pay for. That's what I heard. She wasn't hurt. She was getting digged down the whole time. Who is hurt when they get caught cheating and they already getting dick from somebody else? Who's actually hurt? No, you just didn't like getting caught. You don't want your image damaged. You're playing cover games. You didn't actually get hurt. You went 0 days without dick. Where you get hurt at?
And the judge co-signs it. The judge co-signs it all. He a hoe and don't get any penalty for it. Get vacation time.
It was almost like the judge was her attorney.
Almost. I don't think it's almost on that one. I think that's what it was. Because that lady didn't suffer anything. She literally had a 3-month vacation, came up with a cockamamie scene to get money out of somebody else, sent it through and it worked. I don't see where she got hurt at all. She already getting dick. Now, who cares if she's a hoe? You see what I'm saying? Now, and I'm saying hoe because we've established the fact that she's been having sex with 2 different dudes at the same time behind their back. So that's an automatic hoe. Where's her damage?
In the words of Brock, I can fix it, Roger.
Oh, that's messed up.
She don't need to be fixed. She winning.
I can save her, Roger.
She don't want to be saved.
Save up from what? The $15,000 check?
Her feelings is hurt. I can save her, Roger.
I don't even see where her feelings are hurt. I don't even see that. She made a voicemail to make a decree that I'm sorry I got caught. You know what I'm saying? Whatever her I'm sorry I got caught decree is, don't cut me off. Keep doing stuff for me. That's all that is, man. What else is a woman talking about when she get caught? I don't want to lose your help. She don't care about you. She already taking dick from somebody else. She just wants your help.
You Negroes supposed to protect and provide. Anyway, Roger, I don't see what the problem is.
Black woman is God. Black woman is God.
Well, let me let Tunnel Runner get the mic while y'all going crazy over here. Tunnel Runner, it's a good time you came here because they losing their mind right now. They losing their mind. Okay? Go ahead, Tunnel Runner.
Straighten up, gentlemen. Straighten up. Straighten up. Roger is upset. Straighten up.
I ain't upset. I'm just trying to point out the fact that she winning the whole time. But go ahead.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, she's trying to play it. She's trying to play get as much as she can from any individual man she can get. And the judge is the sisterhood is strong because she's trying to help her working program, her program, the women's program. So the man got to stay strong, and they're always trying to do this. And there's an artist called Bad Bunny, and his ex girlfriend was the one who gave him the name and had one little track, and she tried to sue him for I think it was $90 million. I think it's still in court, but she tried to get him for because she gave him that name. She suggested that name for him, and one track way before he was even popular, she had a little verse on.
Well, the thing is, people can sue you for anything, and that's something we got to realize. People can sue you over all kinds of stuff. It seems like, I'm trying to put a lawsuit together myself right now. Well, Black Uru Strike says we have to put that one in the Black Manosphere lexicon. GVR. I can save a Roger. Sign Bronk. And I just want to point out the fact that this lady does not need to be saved. This lady had a 3-month vacation and got 15 racks for the 3-month vacation. And dude gonna turn the money over to her without no issue. You seen his attitude, and I'm not saying he wrong because hopefully this is gonna help him make a whole bunch more money. You know, and his whole thing is I got it right now, so it's cool. You know what I'm saying? It's easy to give away 15,000 when you got it like that. You know what I'm saying? I just made 50 off of it. Okay, whatever.
Roger.
Me, I just don't think she's supposed to have that money at all. I can't see no legal reason why she's supposed to have that money at all. I think that particular judge, and I'm not saying I see her doing bad stuff on a regular time. This is the first time I could see her doing something that I would really look at as she did something bad. So it's like she just betrayed us for the first time. I hope we don't see the second. But this is a whole bunch of nonsense at the end of the day. Now, so I'm gonna say, as men, that's why y'all got to learn to start letting stuff go when we get a chance to. So, like I've said before, if you find a man in a court case and you don't agree with it, you got to start ignoring this stuff because look what they doing when they get a chance.
So, Roger, let me educate the panel since everybody wants to doubt me, which is ridiculous.
I wasn't doubting you, brother. I didn't doubt you. I just made my argument. That's all.
But other niggas got to get learned. Unfortunate. Using someone's actual voicemail in a publicly released song without permission violates U.S. law. So, Civil Code 334. It makes a person civilly liable when they knowingly use another person's name, voice. Let me repeat that. Name, voice, signature, or photograph, or likeness without prior consent. Let me read that code again for you niggas. Civil Code 3344. Next, Lanham Act 15 USC 1125 sub A 1A capital A. A claim may exist where you use a voicemail is likely to make the listener believe that the person participated in a song, approved the song, endorsed the artist, was affiliated with an artist, or authorized the commercial release. None of these things she consented to.
Georgia wiretapping law 161162 and 161166 in Georgia, one party may consent for recording a phone call, etc. This means that you can leave a voicemail, you voluntarily record your own voice, etc. You have to look at Georgia law, bro.
So, no, but it doesn't say for commercial use. See, you're leaving out commercial use. You're just saying leaving a voicemail. You cannot use it for commercial use.
Okay.
The speaker may own the copyright so that's one of the things if they do a copyright thing. So you have to
and also well, hold on. Federal law supersedes state law. So federal law, Lanham Act 15 USCS. So you have to show me something on a federal level because federal law supersedes state law. Thank you very much.
Now I'm gonna say this, y'all. When it comes down to it, you in a courtroom, the judge only know what the judge knows. If you make a good argument, the judge ain't aware, you win. It's that simple. So the fact that he was the defendant, because she the one suing him, I'm throwing it out there. I'm gonna make the judge have to come up with that on her own. It didn't seem like she's aware of any of that to me. And that's real talk. So if you're gonna fight, you fight all the way as hard as you can, and you do the best job. Now, again, I'm not gonna say that this ain't the best he could do. This might have been his best. He's a music producer. But with me, I know I'm arguing. This is my voicemail. She left it to me. It's my property. I did what I wanted to do with my property. Now, if she know all that, she can come up and say all that herself, because I'm not gonna help her with it. I'm arguing my case so I can win. That's simple at the end of the day. So my thing is, let's not forget the win getting caught up in the details. You're arguing for the win.
Yeah, short communication allows you to kind of do what you want when it's you that's the lawful recipient. So it keeps on going and going. If we're going to argue the lawyer thing, we need actual lawyers in here, though.
Yeah. Oh, well, see, my thing is, it's a TV show. You argue what you argue, and you see how you can win. It's not like he created the case. She created the case. She the one suing him. If she can't pick up on that, that's her problem. It ain't my problem. I'm just supposed to argue my case. My thing is, don't let a detail stop you from arguing your case when somebody got a lawsuit against you. Now, maybe you can't get away with it, but maybe you can. It ain't like people ain't won stuff because the judge didn't know this, didn't know that. They don't know everything. They still people. They can't be. They got a lot to learn, a lot to remember, and they make mistakes too.
And the only thing that's like a federal prohibition is like the Lanham Act, and that's like when you're actually lying about shit.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, you got to fight your case because this is what happened to him. He woke up one day and found the letter under his door, or whatever the case. However he get his mail, he went to the mailbox and there was a letter in there, and it said you got to respond to this. So if you got to fight,
he said he had consent and he did it. He did lie in court, actually.
Wait a minute, say it again.
He did lie. He said he had her consent, and he did not.
He said he had her consent to do a song. He did say that. He didn't lie. He said
no. He said I did not give her consent to use that voicemail, and he said I actually have her consent. And then
he did have her consent. It just wasn't for that particular song. He did have.
Reset. Talk to this man.
No, he didn't lie. He said, I have her consent to do a song. That's what he said. He said a song. He didn't say this song that's in question. He said, I have her consent to do a song.
Oh my God.
He did say that. He was trying to throw some razzle and dazzle on it, but he did actually say, I have her consent to do a song. And he did pull out consent for her to do a song.
And
so
he is
Roger.
Voicemail, so.
I did.
And Roger, she said in court. She said in court that she would want to be a singer. That she can sing, and that she wanted him to make her a singer. She said that right there in court.
My point is, this is different between lying and trying to trick somebody.
Why are y'all co-signing Roger's foolishness?
No. It's different between lying and trying to trick somebody. He tried to trick her. He didn't lie. He tried to trick her, but he didn't lie.
Yeah.
He said,
He tried to trick her. He tried to trick the judge, and Roger up here lying. That's what the difference is. Roger just lied.
You're not telling the truth right now. You are definitely not telling the truth.
No, bro, he tried to trick the lady. That's all he did. He tried to trick her. He didn't actually lie.
Yeah, and how do you trick people? You deceive, right? That's the definition of tricking, to deceive.
Man, he was deceived out of $15,000,
but he didn't do it with a lie. That's all I'm saying. He definitely tried to deceive her.
Right,
He
and
just
what is
didn't
a
do
lie?
it with a lie.
To deceive somebody.
All right, let's let Jado get in here because Jado done came up. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day,
turn the lights on. Turn the music on.
Party's over.
Turn the lights on.
Party's over. Get on up out of here. You ain't gotta go home. You ain't gotta go home.
Somebody daddy done showed up.
You know the rest. You ain't gotta go home, but you know the rest.
Wonder Bread is here. Party over.
Hey, what up, fellas? Hey man, I am going to come at this from a different angle, man. Definitely, I was listening for a little bit. Hey man, why do we give hoes so much light, man? I think that's a problem, man. That's a big problem, and I have to address the gentleman, man. And I went and listened to the replay of your show yesterday, Roger. Shout out to you in the show. This young lady, or if you can call her that. She's doing the dirty macking, man. She doing the dirty macking. It's inverted. It's all upside down. Hey, fellas, any young black man, older black man, This chick, first of all, man, a lot of times when they start accusing you of cheating, man, they're just trying to gain leverage. It's a power move. They're trying to get you backpedaling, trying to prove you're not cheating and trying to do stuff. You're backpedaling. You're against the ropes, man. She's swinging away. This broad just wanted to get put on, man. She just wanted to get put on. She was stepping on his job, his career, his livelihood. She cared nothing about him from the beginning. Anytime a woman is doing that, man, she don't care about you whatsoever. Get rid of her. Get rid of her. She didn't want him. She wanted to be the star. She thought she was better than him. He was the rapper producer. She just did hair here and there. You know what I'm saying? And then, hey, homie with the Camaro, she got on him. She had him back at the house. Hey, when you get rid of these broads, be done with them. I know it's easier said than done, man. Get done with them. And look, and with the court show, I get it's an entertainment thing. I think mostly women, there's a higher percentage of women that watch these shows or whatever. So they got to give them a good storyline or whatever. I would be interested in how they came up with the $15,000 settlement or whatever. I will be interested. But yeah, I mean, he didn't get her consent to use her voicemail. So yeah, she should. I mean, he owes her something. I don't know if it's $15,000 worth, but he shouldn't have done that, man. Hey, get rid of these hoes when you break up with them. And I'll end right there. Thanks for having me up, Roger.
You didn't disappoint, Jado.
Party over, y'all.
You didn't disappoint.
Party over.
Don't cry too much for him, because remember, those shows, they will pay the woman. You don't have to. They don't. While you go on the show, they will pay your complainant if you win. The show will pay.
They pay the plaintiff. Okay, yeah. That's cool.
So don't cry for him. He's gonna be okay. He probably won't give up nothing.
On side the Black Hole Strike, he says, does he have a artist/performer contract with her that would permit him to use her voice at his professional convenience? He probably don't. Let's be real. He probably don't. Okay. And he also just said, Jado, the proverbial human wet blanket.
I'll take honor. I'll take honor in that.
I think it still is like a positive that the brother blew up from telling about a story about his life, though. You know, so now people will pay more attention to maybe some more stories about his life.
Yeah, but I do wanna one thing that White Bread said that was really, really important is you gotta walk away. So I do agree 100%. Put them away. That is our superpower. And he did that for the most part, right? Took a picture of the car. He didn't get belligerent. He didn't go, hey, you with my woman. Just shut it down. And that's what you need to do. And more black men need to do that, right? Don't do a Santana. Don't congratulate that nigga for sleeping with your woman. Just shut it down.
Well, I do want to commend him for doing that, and want to definitely put light to that he just saw the car and that was enough information. Stop acting like girls, y'all. You don't need to know every detail. You got enough info. His car was at her crib. Enough said.
Roger, please repeat that again. You don't need to know what?
You don't need to know all the details.
I can say
I like that because they'll try to push this thing like, oh, you didn't see me in his bed. You didn't see me pogo sticking up and down.
Please say that one more time.
You do not need to know all the details.
Bronx, that's for you, buddy. That's for you.
I can say Roger.
Hey, but hey, fellas, there's more rain. There's more rain in the forecast, man. He's still acting like a girl, man. He's still acting like a girl. He used the voicemail. That's girl stuff, fellas. I don't know where y'all. That's girl stuff still, man. Go remix it. It is, fellas. It is.
No, I'm
He's
saying
acting like a broad, man.
I don't think I can argue with you on that part. I can't really
Go
come up with an
remix
argument for
it.
that.
Go remix it. That's all you had to do. But he had to use that. He's still giving her light, fellas, because he's mad. I get it. That's girl stuff, fellas.
Yeah. He should have
But he admitted it though. He took accountability. He said my feelings was hurt.
For sure.
I made the song, and I would have made some money off of it.
I don't think he really tripping off of it that much, really, to be honest with you.
If you look at his attitude, I don't think he's tripping at all.
Yeah, he's straight.
I don't know what a remix would look like. He just used it for an intro.
15K.
Listen, I'm pretty sure he's fine. If you look at his eyes, you can see he can see the sun. I mean,
I just want to say this. I just want to say this before I go because it's getting late, and I enjoy talking to you guys, but I gotta go. But look, man, he did his best. I mean, yeah, I do agree that it was a little bit petty, but you got to get this is the thing, right? Men you should walk away, but you should also get your get back, right? You don't let somebody harm you and do absolutely nothing. I don't promote that. You do make the right decisions. You do something petty back to them, and then you just go about your day. But you don't put yourself in jeopardy. You let it go. You get your get back and move on. See, this is why when white people talk about black issues, it just gets crazy. So, and at the end of the day, we get back and move on. He did. He got his get back.
Now I'm gonna ask y'all the same question. I'm gonna ask you this right now since you're gonna go, so we can hear your answer first. Since you dipping out, what should the judgment have be?
The judgment, well, since she showed no proof of damages, she showed no proof of legitimate issues, the judgment should have been $0, nothing.
Okay.
Take us home.
Cool. Just want to get that before you go. All right, brother. Have yourself a good one. We appreciate you.
All right, you guys, talk to you guys later. Everybody take it easy. No placeholder. I'm gonna say take care of yourself and truth teller, thank God I'm leaving before you start your shit. All right, I'm out.
Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself.
I guess on that note, here comes truth teller. You got it, brother.
I'm coming to support what he said. So goddamn, I'm here to support what he was saying. Shit. I guess that's my bad. I shouldn't have supported what he was saying. I learned my lesson. Thank you, Sauce. I appreciate it. I would just say, in this case, this is an awesome example of a nigga following proper protocol. We discussed this. He literally made a $15,000 investment and made $50,000 and then some. This is a win. He actually made lemonade out of a whole lemon. How do you do that? He did it. We need to take some lessons from this young man.
Yeah.
He was literally on court saying, yeah, I made a mistake. Hey, fellas, when have y'all ever heard a woman admit that they made a mistake in public? He had so many wins on this one, y'all. We got to just give it to this young man. He did his thing. It was a lot of wins.
Coming on the show, it's not going to come out of his pocket. By him coming on the show, their show is going to pay her the 15, not him.
No, it doesn't even matter if he pays her the 50. He made 50 off of her. So that's a business win.
It's all a business win. All
the
way.
And then not only that, she had to come on public. She had to come on public TV and admit she was cheating. Exactly. Oh, but I only kissed him. Wait, what? Well, now remember, y'all. I don't know if y'all caught it or not, but he said when he left the studio, he leaves the studio at night. He drove up to her house at night with the boyfriend car outside. It wasn't daytime. It was at night.
And all he did was kiss.
Yeah, all I did was kiss. Who
It was
invites
like
their ex
them.
to come over at night and all we gonna do is kiss? My boyfriend, I know, was not coming home. We just kissing. That's all. The
Yeah.
judge didn't call her out on that though. I didn't think that was cool. The judge was, yeah, we
The
already know.
sisterhood, the sisterhood.
Yeah, but
You know, it was like those little innocent sitcoms where Becky liked Tyler and then they kissed and she stopped them and was like, no, let's not do this. Let's not do this.
yeah, 2:00 in the morning that she kissed Tyler at her house alone, naked. Yeah, we only kiss.
And told him to go home. You shouldn't be here. You shouldn't be here. This isn't right.
I gathered that he wasn't taking it seriously anyway, but he literally turned something that would not have benefited him at all into a major benefit. As he said, the song is real popular. She's mad because he's popular off of her hoeing, and she had to admit publicly that she's a hoe. But the judge helped her not have to step into that mud too heavy because I don't know if you noticed, but the judge just kind of left that part. Like you caught that part, but if it was the other way around, if it was a man and woman and switch, she would. Well, what were you doing, and why did you do that? And don't you think your woman with feelings would hurt? And blah 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 blah. blah.
Definitely some aid and assist.
Oh yeah. So he got something that most men can't really get: a woman to publicly admit that their fault and their mistake and that they're wrong. Secondly, he got money out of her that she didn't want to give him. And he got a recording of her for the rest of her life of her begging him to get back with him. It's game over for her, man.
Now, I'm going to say this. This is coming out the audience. Trust Yourself First says, dude is just an actor. There's no reference to that song or any music at all on his Instagram. Now, I'm going to say this. Trust Yourself. You wouldn't check that his Instagram. I believe what you're saying. But I also say this. There's people who have personal Instagrams, then they have their public Instagram. So you might have you looked at something that's personal, it ain't really doing much with, instead of maybe his public Instagram. It could be something like that. You never know. You never know. I give him that much benefit of the doubt.
Shouldn't it be easier to find his business Instagram account, Roger, would you say? Since he's doing a lot of promotion, right?
Well, I'm not saying it isn't. I'm not saying it isn't.
No, I'm not saying you are, but I'm just saying, wouldn't you think that?
That could be out there popping just as much. I would believe that. I think whatever his business one would be bigger than his personal one was. But if you went and dug up the dude's name and then you went to his personal account, then I don't see why it wouldn't pop up either, though. Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
Especially if it's going
it should be a link.
I haven't found it, dog. I've been looking for a couple hours and I can't find it nowhere.
I'm gonna say this. I'm a person that has said I don't dox people at all. I only look at what you put out publicly. If you don't put it out publicly, I don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a private investigator per se. So I don't go looking for your stuff. If you give me your stuff, I'll work with it. But if you don't give it to me, I ignore it. That's just me. Now that's an audience member that went and looking for it. So I can't even verify what he saw. I just trust and believe what my audience says. That's all I'm saying.
But the fact whether it was real or not, a stage is actually irrelevant, right? It really is irrelevant. What we're talking about is comparing this to what's normally conveyed in this situation. And in this situation, it usually goes far worse. There's no woman admitting she was having an affair. That never happens, right? The judge even said it in most of her cases. They died not trying to tell that truth.
She never admitted to that though.
She did.
No, she didn't.
She admitted she kissed him.
Yeah, she did.
She admitted
she didn't.
She did.
Okay.
Well, she didn't admit to a lot, but she definitely admitted she kissed him. And
she admitted she kissed him.
Over there.
Yeah.
That's considered an affair. I don't know what you guys call affairs, but if you okay with your girl kissing another dude and you don't think that's crossing the line into the world of affairs, then we might.
I mean, what is an affair? What is an affair? What's the definition? You want to get technical?
Intimacy with a person outside of your relationship.
Intimacy.
Correct. Oh my God.
Now what is intimacy is going to be his next
Oh
question.
Jesus Christ! Y'all need to know what intimacy is.
I mean, y'all. I mean, I'm just saying, we being technical. Let's be technical.
See, J-Lo, you playing today,
Intimacy.
man. You playing.
Well,
Kissing, hugging, hand holding,
If y'all want to be technical,
cuddling.
let's be technical.
okay, well, I ain't trying to be that technical. I'm gonna say, I think Truth Teller has a point that he did get some win. Because I'm gonna say this: if what Tunnel Runner is saying is true, that he don't even have to pay the money out. If they doing that because of the because it's TV, great for him. So now he don't come off no money out of his own pocket. Sounds good to me. Okay, and if somehow a song could have been inspired, I don't know if the song was actually inspired by the fact that she betrayed him. But if he did come over the song because she betrayed him, shout out to him for using that betrayal to get paid. That's a beautiful thing, if you ask me, at the end of the day. And the fact that we at least got one hoe on TV, we see exactly who she is, and she might mess with a dude that may remember her, or she might start trying to mess with a dude, and a few dudes may say, "Oh no, you was the hoe from the TV show."
I'm gonna save her, Roger.
Fantastic.
I'm gonna save her, Roger.
That's a horrible identification, Roger.
I love it.
I'm saying we see stuff, you see a national story or even a global story. You don't remember all these people and whatnot, but the people who right there in your area, that's a little bit different. Now, hey, Jennifer, I saw you on TV. Yeah, I didn't even know you was a hoe like that. Real talk, I didn't even know.
This is.
You
still a lost.
I'll be like, you like this is.
That's gonna do nothing but up her profile, fellas. I don't know what world y'all living in. She's gonna get more action.
This is listen. I'm with J-Lo. I gotta throw a wet blanket over this thing. It's still a loss for black men, bro. This is the first documented no fault breakup where you paid $15,000 worth of alimony, man, for breaking up with a chick, and she cheated.
That's not true.
No. This was bad on that level. That's of course why I brought it to the light. This was bad.
Yeah,
no chick should be rewarded for cheating on a dude. And I'm gonna say that did happen in this situation. He got cheated on and she got rewarded. That's just a bad look, period.
See, we doing what women usually do. We coping for a loss.
Yep.
Just a loss. And we coping.
I don't know why we do that all the time, man. And I'm the one that got to rain on the parade.
I don't think this is a loss, though. I think it's a win.
No, it's a loss if you
bro. Regardless of the show paying for the plaintiff, bro, on record, you just paid alimony to a girlfriend that cheated on you, bro.
Yep.
Well, but you have to take into context. He actually made more off the girlfriend than cheated on.
Truth teller.
Doesn't matter. Everybody ain't gonna make money. Everybody ain't gonna make money. That's cool.
I'm not saying everybody would make money. All I'm saying is, in this situation, he came out on top. Why do you not want him to be out on top?
He didn't come out on top, though. Getting on top would have not happened to pay her $15,000, bro.
But he made $35,000 off of her.
She made $15K for no work.
Right, but he made $35,000 because of her.
So, man, he didn't do anything. He produced the song, he wrote the song, he chopped it, he sued it.
Right, but they already said the song was really popular,
and that $15,000 from his work.
I hear you. I hear what you're saying, because you're looking at it like a loss. But if you look at it like an investment, he made $35,000 because she's a hoe.
He didn't go into it. Looking at that as an investment.
No. What he did was
Hey. At the end of the day, sometimes y'all got to let stuff go, because on the real, there's a good point on both sides. And the thing is, sometimes we just want stuff to be one way. Everything ain't one way. In reality, what Truth Teller saying is right. It cost him $15,000 if he got to actually pay it out of his own pocket. It cost him $15,000 to make $50,000, so that's a $35,000 profit. That is not a loss. I don't know how you put it where me getting $35,000 is bad. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand.
It's
Now,
not a
now,
financial loss. It's a cultural loss.
hold on, brother. Now, I'm also saying the other brother has a point because no, that's not what the intention was in the first place, and he wasn't planning on getting cheated on and all that. So you do have a point there, but both of them can live at the same time. Now, it's not a good thing that it's on television, and I'm going to say taking advantage of a black man who got cheated on, which is why I brought it to social media, because I don't think that's a good look, period. You know, that judge, at least the stuff that I had seen previous of her, she seemed to be fair, she seemed to be cool, and just go along based on what the information is. This is the first time that I ever seen her just be outright bogus, because that's what I'm looking at this as. She was outright bogus to side in that woman's favor, who didn't show any level of damage to her. She did that because of her feelings. She was dead wrong.
Let me talk to Truth Teller
Was it
crazy ass.
$15K for damages to her so-called business? Was that what it was awarded
Yes,
for? Do we know
yes.
that?
Well, no, that was never proven. But here's the issue I got with what Truth Teller is putting forth. He's saying the guy made more money than he lost. Well, shit. When you get divorced, guess what? You made more money in your pension than you had to give up to that chick when you get divorced, but you still had to give up some of it. It's the
Yeah,
same
but
thing.
It's a win,
this
though.
is
No,
different
well,
though
hold on.
because
In
this
this
is
case,
because of
he
Right,
her
made
right,
he
right,
It's
made
a
J-Lo. You
win.
feel me?
It's
no,
a
no, no,
You
but
win.
he
feel me?
made money off of this situation. He didn't make it after the situation. He made it off of the situation. That's not the same thing you just described. You described somebody
right.
getting a divorce and then doing what they do and making more money
He,
later. He used this situation and made more money. That's why I said he made lemonade with a whole lemon.
I can't help it.
Well, I
yeah,
mean, the thing is,
He
there are
refusing.
situations where you don't win 100%, but you don't necessarily lose 100%. This was a bad look for black men. This was a good look for him. In his personal situation, he did one because he 35. He at least 35K up. We know that to be sure, and he is a producer. He will make more money because he aired on TV and all that type of stuff. That's a personal win for him. But as a group
Yes.
of black men, no, this is not a win. And I'm just
No.
saying, y'all, both of them can live in the same world at the same time
hey,
because of what
so
his background is. He's winning. But for us, this ain't no win.
do y'all think, like, I don't know if this song even exists or whatever. I'm just saying this song. You think the popularity of the song, that the broad's voicemail made it popular for him to make that 50K?
No,
You
I'm
can't.
not
You can't.
saying
You
that
can't.
because
You
No,
can't
I'm not
separate.
saying. I'm just asking a question.
It doesn't. It doesn't matter
So
whether it did or not. It existed.
if his artistry made the money, why should you pay a broad 15K of that, man? But I get it. If you guys want to look at it as a win, that's fine. That's cool. I get it.
I don't want the man to have to pay either. I totally understand where you come from, but she brought a lawsuit. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I'm just saying. Why don't he could have just he could have paid some little chick from Atlanta. He in the Atlanta area, right? It's thousands of them, man. To just remix it, give her a couple $100, and did the same thing, man.
No, I'm with you there. Because I look at it as, okay, if you technically got to reward this lady something. Now, I was going to ask y'all, what do y'all think she should get? If she technically got to get something, well, I'm going to save my number till y'all give y'all a number. So let me just go across the board real quick. What number should she have got? So the eyes have it. You up there first. So what number should she have really got? We got to pay her something. What should she get?
What are we paying her for?
So you saying she should get nothing?
I want to know what we're paying her for. Are we paying her because her feelings hurt? Nothing. Are we paying her? Are we actually paying her for the use of her voice? Couple thousand.
Well, I mean, make it clear, because you say couple to me, couple means two. So you saying she got $2,000?
2,000. 2,000. 2,000.
Okay. All right. The warning shot. What number you putting on?
Man, 0.
Now we got to pay her something because it's her
500.
voice. And dude went through all the trouble to bring up the fact that the voice likeness is a part of your likeness, so we got to give her something. Okay, you know what I'm saying?
500.
So you going 500.
500.
No placeholder. What you got for us?
I agree with the judgment.
15?
God damn.
Oh, hey, yeah, what it
Hey,
is. Yeah,
for
what it
sure,
is.
for sure.
Okay.
I respect
That
that.
nigga hate black men. Cut your ass out
GBR,
for sure. I promise you.
GBR, she's black
Trust
too,
me.
right? Is she
No,
black?
no, no. I know she cute and everything, but when we get to the round table, I'm gonna cut your ass out. I promise you.
Hold on, man. Inspired Truth. What say you, brother? What say you?
I say about 1,500. That's somewhere around like 2.5% or something. Give her like a manager fee.
Okay. Jado, what's your number?
I don't know, man. It's kind of a loaded question, man. I'm not an entertainment attorney or anything, man. It depends on what the going rate for something like that is, man.
Look,
So I
all
don't know.
you know
So
is he made 50. He got to pay us something because her quote unquote
right.
likeness got used. What we paying her?
Yeah, I don't know what the going rate is. So I would say probably about 1,500. Maybe something like that. About 1,500.
Okay. Truth teller, what you giving her, man? We got to give her something. What you giving her?
Oh, man, she don't deserve 30% of my man's game. So so I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna summon the judge of this trial. I say she could get 1,500, but I'm gonna give her extra 500 because she was honest about her actions in the court hearing. So we're gonna go with 2,000.
She wasn't
How
honest
about
though,
that?
man. She wasn't honest, man. Why are we giving them credit? She's lying.
That's the equivalent of honesty with a black woman. So
Nah,
I guess the bar's so low now. I guess.
Now I'm gonna say I'm actually amazed by this because I actually agree with one of the panels. I'm not gonna change my number just because I waited. One of the panels said the same thing that I thought. 500. You know, it was a voicemail. You don't even care about this voicemail. 500. You did cheat on the man. This wouldn't even exist without you cheating. But we got to give you something. 500. You know what I'm saying? Now he made 50,000. If that's the number we going with right now, okay. So you get a small percentage of that. $500.
1%.
That sounds
1%.
good to me. Because you're
1%.
not even trying to be in the game. But now we're allowing you to make some money off the game. You did literally no work. You didn't work for this song. You worked to get a man back that shouldn't take you because you cheated on him. Okay, cool. 500 sound right. Now I'm not gonna say 1,500 is both because that's only $500 more two more times. So I can roll with those. So I think y'all gave some decent numbers. The 2000s, I mean, but yeah, nothing much over than that. Nothing much over than that, though. You know what I'm saying? That's
She
how I
was
look at it.
honest, Roger. She was honest. What do you
You're a hater,
mean?
Roger. You're a hater, Roger. You don't like to see a black woman have nothing.
If we can get black women to be that honest, we gonna stay exactly where we are. Ain't nothing gonna change.
The honesty says, hey, this wasn't a mistake. I planned out to have my ex-boyfriend over. We had sex. That's the honesty right there.
Exactly. She sucked another man's dick while he was at the studio working.
I don't know how that's a mistake, or how a mistake is tripping over something, or you know what I mean, like miscounting something. That's not a mistake, man. She did that it's very well planned out.
She called the dude over that wasn't even thinking about her, so she could suck his dick while her man is at work. See, a lot of times we kind of forget the scenario.
You see, I
never broke up.
I couldn't be put in that situation.
He wasn't thinking
y'all.
about her because they were broken up, so he ain't thinking about her.
Yeah,
If I buy into her story, you called the man that wasn't thinking about you because y'all wasn't together no more, and you sucked his dick while I was at work earning for us.
I'm not gonna lie, Roger. I
She
would have
did
said,
say
I would have said in court, Your Honor, I don't believe they just kissed. I believe she performed fellatio on that man. I would have said that in court.
That man did not come over our house that time of night to not get his dick sucked. He was
I
in
think
them
she
guts.
performed fellatio, Your Honor. Can you ask her what she did with him? How can he be over there at night just kissing? What's going on?
I can't remember one time I was at a chick house past midnight and she was a non-relative and we didn't get it in.
now she did say that she planned this out like she thought that he was gonna be in an all-nighter at the studio, and he turned out not to be. So,
And
yeah,
all nighter
so
could mean just regular time, somewhere between 12 and 3. A lot of people would mean that when they say all nighter. My thing is, she know that man went to work. It's not even just he went to a studio. That's how he earned his money. He said that clearly. The people come over there for the studio time and they pay me. I gotta respect their money and their privacy. He's at work. Oh, what if he was? I used to do security overnight. So if he is security guard and he worked the 12 to 8 shift, that means his girl can suck another man's dick.
You ain't there when she need him.
I mean,
She was
you
lonely.
truck
She was
driving.
lonely and vulnerable, Roger. He wasn't
You
paying enough
truck
attention to
that's
her,
driving.
what she
man.
tried to say.
Bro, we just talking about regular work. At the end of the day, he may work in different hours than a lot of us because we think about these fantastical things going on. The man just working at a studio. He don't do that 19 hours a day. Yeah, a lot of folks who go to the studio, they do it later because people got jobs. A lot of people trying to get into the game got a job. So guess when their studio time is? After work. So guess what you do? You start trying to do stuff at 7, 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night, and you start sessions during those times. But but a lot of times you book about 4 hours. So if you gotta wait till 10 o'clock to book 4 hours, guess what? You already at 2 a.m. You still got to go home and get ready for work tomorrow because you got to be there at 9. You know, so it sounds a little different because we say studio. I just hear man went to work, and this girl used the fact that he got a job to say she can cheat on him, and that's supposed to be acceptable. I ain't buying into that. That don't sound right to me. Now, yeah, he got a job where he may get around a little more pussy than other people. Not an excuse to me. As a security officer, I was around more pussy than other people. And I had some other jobs where I was around more pussy than other people. I did a lot of jobs where I work with the public. So I get around pussy. So to me, that ain't no excuse. If I'm earning the money and I'm coming home and being faithful, which he insisted he was being faithful, he didn't say nothing about I was out there kicking it. Bro, we can't be cool with a chick being rewarded and that man working hard to make sure she good. And what she do? She a hairdresser. So what she do? She do hair when she feel like it. Now, she never said she was a cosmetologist or anything like that. She never used any technical term. All I know is she do hair from time to time. That's it. So a woman he's taking care of. I ain't gonna say he's taking care of because he did say they did live in separate places. So she earned enough to keep an apartment. I have to give her that credit because they did live in separate places. But at the end of the day, man, if my girl do hair, that does not give her a right to suck another man's dick while I'm at work. It's that simple to me.
Yeah, sounds pretty simple, straightforward.
Regardless
I
of all
just
that, one of your panelists say she deserved that 15,000. I ain't gonna say which one. One of them said.
and she was trying to get in the industry, man. She trying to get put on.
Trying to be a video vixen.
Absolutely.
And I'm saying, and I guess she sent the text or said, I can sing or I can sing, and she said, look, if she could, I'm pretty sure if she really had that talent, man, he would have had her on a track already, man.
Exactly.
She trying to take over. She trying to take over him, man. She trying to take over his livelihood, man. it's a little more insidious than what we're saying, fellas. I know it's all fun and games, man, but she was stepping all over that brother, man.
She definitely was attempting to. When she said I asked could I come to the studio, now I did take that as a sign of disrespect.
It
Who
is.
asked to come to your job? You know?
She asked for the same reason that women always ask. I want to see who you around. I want to determine who gonna be around for how long and for what purpose. That's what that means.
Now I
Yeah,
done
he was
met
like, I
people
have
that
boundaries, and she was like, F your boundaries.
She say, I'm the only person who can have side dudes. You can't have side chicks.
Yeah.
I
Well,
done told y'all I didn't come from no money, y'all. I used to meet people at work sometime. The last thing we was trying to get people to figure out is that we know each other. I meet my friend, you know what I'm saying? We work close together. If I go to his job or he come to my job, the last thing we trying to let anybody figure out is we know each other. That's it. You know, we ain't do that. You know, we don't even want these white folks to know we know each other. And she talking about, can I come to your job? Why you need to come to my job? For what? You know, and we did that because we was young and broke at the time. You got an apartment. Why you? Come on, man. What are you doing? Why you need to be at my job? So you want
she
somebody else
told
to
you.
have sex with you? You want to talk to some guy in the corner while I'm trying to, pay attention to what's
Yes.
going on in the
I was just
studio?
about to
Yes.
say that. Who she trying to figure
Yes.
out who else she could talk to at that studio?
Yes. All of
She's trying
that.
Ooh,
to work her
yeah.
way up to the owner of the
She
studio.
can
It
get
seems
some
like.
info on you and all the people that are in the studio and hold it over your
Uh
head
huh.
if she
Yep.
need to.
Man, crazy
Or
work.
you can make her famous. Maybe she can get on the track and she can blow up. You
Well,
know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna say I hear you, Jado, and I was rocking with you till you just said that. We know she trash because
Yeah,
he a
so
producer, so you know what I'm saying. I understand you don't want to tell your girl, look, Shawty, you trash. That's why I ain't put you on the track. But at some point in time, man, you got to be real with your people, man. The only reason we ain't got I done did it when people thought I was going somewhere. Man, let me get on this, bro. Real talk. The only reason we ain't trying to have you on the song is because you trash. That's it.
but he did eventually
You
put
know.
on the track though. He did eventually put on the track, man. And then he turned around and get sued for what she asked him to do.
Well,
That don't
that's
make
why
sense to me, man.
that judge got too emotional with it. You know.
See, he listened to the voicemail and he was like, you know what? You do actually got a good voice. It's just your crime voice. That's the voice I need.
Well, I mean,
Like
that was
that.
just the judge getting emotional. Cause let's be real. Y'all know she done heard the voicemail and all that type of stuff. They may not air all that, but y'all know she done heard it and all that. So she is upset that the woman is upset. You know, and at the end of the day, women be doing stuff like that. You know, you one person crying, then you crying, and don't the fourth person walked in, don't even know why they crying, and she crying too. They do stuff like that at the end of the day. But
Everybody just
when it
clown.
comes down to it, the only reason this voicemail exists because she like taking random dick. That's it.
The real reason she sued this nigga because he broke up with her. She ain't never had a nigga break up with her in her whole life before that.
Boom.
And I think
Yep.
you hit the nail on the head right there. And she couldn't handle, especially how she got broken up with, where he completely ghosted her.
It doesn't matter. Like if we're honest, she's very attractive physically. She never had a nigga break up with her before that.
Mhm.
If you ever broke up with a conventionally attractive woman, you will normally find out that they will tell you, ain't nobody never broke up with me before, and they start acting weird. And she reached out for a thing that she knew she could use against.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna say that she's doing what she mentally had to win, and she was just going after a win, and this was the best way for her to come up with because he cut her off.
Yep.
Wasn't really nothing else she could do.
Yeah, when you expose them though, that's how they start acting. When you expose them for
Yeah,
who they are, they just can't
She
take that loss,
exposed
man. So they
herself.
don't come out.
yeah. The
She
exposure is not
exposed
the
herself. Ain't
issue.
nobody know who the hell she was.
Yeah, the exposure is not the issue. She was looking for victory. When the
Yeah,
thing is,
he
she
exposed on the track a bit.
well, no, because nobody knew who she was. She don't have no following, bro. Nobody knows her. She a nobody. The issue
And
is she's trying to win, and this guy who she thought she was winning against, and let's be real, if she already sucking some other man's dick, she already see herself. What do you do with the woman that got a man, but you having sex with her? You're going to start disrespecting the man that she's supposed to be faithful to. That's going to happen.
yeah, but with them, you really don't have to be nobody in reality, right? In their space, she feels as though she's somebody. If you just look at who she cited, oh, my friends or my clients, they heard the song and
Yeah, no, that's true. But I'm saying that ain't got nothing to do with what she's trying to do. Her goal was to win. She having sex
yeah,
with a
I get that.
man. She's having sex with a man that she used to have sex with regularly. She's talking down on the man that she's with right now. And the man she's talking down on just disappeared. He didn't even grace her with a phone call to say that he think that he should go in a different direction. And since the average black man ain't never broke up with anybody, I agree with GBI. This is the first time she's ever been broken up with. And the fact that he did it by 100% ghosting her just made it worse. And she wanted to win. Where can I win against this nigga that cares nothing about me? Well, okay, since I know his address, I'm gonna go after his money. There's nothing else you can do when he won't talk to you anymore.
Same play.
You know, women who still have communication with guys, they'll try to go get a guy that's taller, quote unquote stronger, got more money, something that she can say she brag on. I want him to see me and I want him to hurt and be sick because he saw me. You can't do that with a man that don't want to look at you. So she did the only thing she could do. Well, I know his address. I'm assuming. You know? And I understand it might be funny because y'all done heard me. Well, for the people who heard me say it a couple times, man, I'm just real iffy about giving up my address nowadays. Because too much stuff like this can happen. You know?
I agree.
I be running the problems, man. Where you live, man? Why? Man, we worry about that later. It's only so many times you gonna say it.
That's a smart way to move,
That's a
though.
lot of hotel money.
That's a smart way to move. Yep. Get a room.
I live in the Holiday Inn, room 212.
The 112.
Exactly.
Where the players dwell. Where the players dwell.
There it is.
Shout out to 112. Shout out to 112.
There was a wise St. Louis man that once said when he was asked the question, he say, "What you doing?" He say, "Nothing, chilling at the Holiday Inn."
Mm-hmm.
Wise St. Louis man. Wise St. Louis man.
Come on now. I want to know. I want to know where you live. Baby, I'm homeless. I hate to tell you. I'm homeless.
Chilling at the Holiday Inn.
I don't want you to see me that way. Okay? I don't want you to see me that way. When I see you, you don't look like no homeless man. Baby, I go through a whole lot of effort to not look homeless.
I just make it look good, baby. I make it look good.
Why you won't come stay with me then? Well, I just don't think that's the right way for a man to move. You know what I'm saying? He should have his stuff together before he move with a woman. So, that can't be my way out.
Anytime you split up with an attractive woman or a woman who sees herself as very attractive, you touch her pride when you break up with her, man.
I'm telling you. Been through it. Still going through it.
You touch her pride, bro.
Yeah, so stuff happens, but this lady is trash if you ask me. The judge, I'm gonna say I only seen her do this one time, so I'm just say you just had a bad day. I'm gonna leave it as a bad day, but that's one. That's what I'm gonna say on that. That's one. Okay, that's one. Real talk. Okay, 3 strikes, you out. All right, that's one. But I'm gonna get ready to wrap this up, y'all. So we're gonna go into closing statements. Okay. So I guess in this one, I'm gonna do no placeholder first. No placeholder. Any closing statements you want to make about this particular situation where these hoes done went crazy? Uh-oh. Maybe he stepped away. No placeholder going once. No placeholder going twice. I'm gonna say he stepped away. Or he in the bathroom. That it is what it is. Sometimes you got to go to the bathroom. All right. Inspired truth. What say you, my brother?
Well, I was in the elevator. Hopefully, I'm still working. But I mean the connection or whatever. But yeah, man, like 15K for this exposure, making yourself 50K plus a whole lot more exposure for your music and your artistry and what you're trying to build in terms of your life goals. Like money well spent, well played, gentlemen. Well played.
Okay. Okay. All right. We're gonna give it to the warning shot. What you got?
I don't decision, man. I think it should be it should be a cautionary tale for young brothers out here. Man, we kind of getting into a weird part of society where just America is already very litigious as it is, but to be able to successfully get $15,000 out of someone for a breakup song, essentially, no property between you, no kids between you, to be able to do
The Lord has spoken, and
Look
He
at
will
God. Look at God.
Praise him, praise him.
All right. The eyes have it. You got it next, bro.
All right. This woman hates the fact that this man broke up with her because she's attractive and she's aware of it. She hates him, so she sued him for $15,000. The judge hates black men, so she awarded him $15,000. No placeholder hates black men. He agrees with the judgment. I'm gonna land my plane there.
That's what we doing on the way out. That's what we doing.
Oh, that party.
He's throwing chairs on the way out.
It can't take some people nowhere. Real talk. It can't take some people nowhere. All right. I guess the only person left now. I wanted to let him have the last word on this one. So Jado, you got it, brother.
No, what stood out to me, man, when this woman was saying he didn't make me his priority, man. And my thing is she shouldn't be your priority. And maybe almost she should. I can't say never, but she shouldn't be your priority. I think Black Google says this quite a bit. Like, where are you going? What's your purpose? What are you trying to achieve? What are you trying to accomplish? And when a woman starts trying to step on that, sabotage it, have you doubt what you're doing, make it difficult for you to do that, you better get rid of her. And I'll just end right there. Thanks for having me up, Ross.
I'm gonna say well said, brother. Well said. And I guess I'm gonna steal from Tunnel Runner on this because I think it's fit, man. Brothers. Well, first of all, if y'all new here, subscribe to the channel. If y'all want access to the best show on social media, which is right here, what you got to do is subscribe, y'all. We do this 9 a.m. Chicago time, not where you happen to be, 9 a.m. Chicago time, not where you happen to be. I'm going to say, look, man, she trifling. It's just that simple at the end of the day. You called your ex over so you can jump on his dick, and you got mad at me because that nigga came through, and I just happened to see it. You don't even know. Well, I'm gonna say this: you didn't even know what was going on, because at the end of the day, you just know I wasn't calling you, but you was already sucking another nigga dick. Why you sweating me? So ain't nothing genuine. You was just there because you thought, okay, he might make it in the music industry, so I'm gonna attach myself. And I know personally, women do that. I'm telling you, y'all would not believe what Hope would do for a woman. And all of them think they special, so they think they gonna be the particular one once you get on. So at the end of the day, you was just with him in case he got on. I don't see nothing else there. So you trash. And then the fact that you sue the man because he stopped talking to you, and you gotta, even though you may not know he knew it, You got a mouthful of dick, but you worry about this man talking to you. Ain't that trifling? I'm just saying, y'all. That's trifling. Mouthful of dick, and you worry about him talking to you. So she bogus all the way to that judge. Hey, I'm gonna say it again, man. That's one. I don't want to see this no more. Real talk. If this get back to you, I'm fine with that. I don't want to see this no more. You was absolutely bogus. Real talk. You had no reason to give her anything. You know, I don't care if her feelings got hurt. She shouldn't have had all that dick in her mouth. That's her personal problem. It should have stayed that way. You know, if you want to give us some form of damages because of the song, I could see like a $500 judgment. Or even if you said I gave her the $15,000 because, you know, he did this with her life, and you could at least wrapped it up behind, but you didn't. So I'm just gonna say, for real, that's one. I don't want to see 2 and 3, and I'm gonna leave it at that. Y'all have a good rest of y'all day. Long live the habitual line steppers. I'm Roger. I'm right, and I'm out.